brought the racks out. The way I brought the racks out. But we about the racks, but you won't get. Ain't never falling off. I keep the racks now. I'm ballin' like the Hawk. Racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Ain't never falling off. I keep the racks now. I'm ballin' like a Hawk. Racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Did the dash, still in the bitch. Molly on the fire, then his ass. Real bad bitch, did the perky dance. Failing eyes over Birkin dance. The kid came smelling like the strong, don't remind me. 6,500 on the bullshit, I'm grinding. I'm still got timing. Cartier watch with the wrist and it's blinding. Every time I clean that beat, that auto start up. That's a money move, watch the money move. Go on a money move, watch what the money do. Watch what the money do. Started from the bottom now, who I'm with the same as us. We act a fool, we act a fool, baby. We act a fool, we act a fool in it, bitch. We act a fool in it, baby. We act a fool in it. It's us, ain't never falling off. I keep the racks now. I'm ballin' like the Hawk. Racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Ain't never falling off. I keep the racks now. I'm ballin' like a Hawk. Racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them.
Let me play it easy, play with me, chopper shoot, nigga, heat on me. I'm really from the A, yeah, you see it in me. He living like Trey Young, I was born for this. Know the nigga cold with the motherfucking cooking on the stove. Yeah, the nigga going crazy, yeah, I'm rocking that them show. I'm 1,000 for life, gotta keep it in the east street, nigga, play with me, I can make it go easy. I'm the one that really bout to cut this shit just like karate. Nigga really know what poppin'. I'm a player, I keep some options. Get some money, keep it poppin'. Bitches know that how we rockin'. Number one trending toppin'. I'm the one that she be toppin'. Wear white or the gold, cause you know this shit go. Man, how this shit go. Man, really got it, yo. Man, don't put it on my soul. Nigga, turn this shit so glow. Nigga, gotta get it in, nigga. One day we go.
Ain't never falling off. I keep the racks now. I'm ballin' like the Hawk. Racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Ain't never falling off. I keep the racks now. I'm ballin' like a Hawk. Racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin' touchdown. Shit, I'm still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. Yeah, still ballin' on them. I keep the racks now. I'm ballin' like the Hawk. Racks in the pack now. Shit, they yellin'
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Demond in the building, man. We Talk Hawks TV, We Talk Hawks Daily in the building. Y'all know me. I'm not gonna take up too much of y'all time today because I know y'all busy doing other things. You feel me? Real quick, want to tap in with the family real quick, man. Talk a little bit of Hawks for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and get up out of here. Let y'all go finish what y'all got going on. But here's the deal, man. So, been seeing a lot of mocks coming out, a lot of mock drafts coming out. I've seen people, obviously, they are mocking Ade Mara to the Hawks. That's what some are doing. But in my opinion, I don't think that's what's gonna happen. I think the Atlanta Hawks, when I'm watching that Knicks series, right, and to see how bad, how awful our half-court offense was against the Knicks in the playoffs outside of CJ McCollum, there's no way, there's nothing in my mind that would tell me the Hawks not going to go get a guard at 8. I think the only way the Hawks grab a big is either at 23 or they trade back from 8, maybe with OKC. But I mean, if I'm the Atlanta Hawks, I'm not even gonna hold y'all, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm trying to trade up. Can I get the 5? You feel me? Can I? And I'm gonna go get Acuff. Straight up. Straight up. I ain't even playing. Trade up the 5, go get Acuff, man. You need a dynamic scorer on this team, a dynamic playmaker. Granted, you could say his defense is trash. Cool. All right. But if we had somebody like Acuff, at least we'd be able to put some points on the board. You know what I'm saying? Instead of he said I was capping on Tuesday. Hey, actually, I was about to start the show on Tuesday, bro. I was about to start the show on Tuesday, but when I sat down, I was putting everything together, and then I started playing this right here. You feel me? My boy Earl. What's up, Earl? Earl said Dyson is a better scorer than Josh Hart. For the Knicks, he can't shoot threes, but he looking like finals MVP. Well, let me tell you the difference between Dyson Daniels and Earl. I'm tripping. Let me tell you the difference between Dyson Daniels and Josh Hart, right? The problem is this, and I know what fans want to do. You want to look at Josh Hart with 2 points, 12 boards, and he can't shoot. But let me tell you this. One, what did Josh Hart shoot from 3 for the season? Let's take a look here. Because I know y'all always like to say somebody, hey, this dude can't shoot neither. Okay, well, let's see if he can't. What did he shoot from 3 for the season? For the season, he shot, but man, that man shot 41% from 3 this year, dog. Are we for real right now? He shot 41% from 3. That's not the take people think it is, man. He shot, how many attempts did he take? Let me see. Let me go find the other stats on how many attempts. Well, you can slump in the playoffs. That's true. But you said he can't shoot. He shot 50% from the field this year. He averaged 12. Josh Hart averaged 12 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. He shot 50% from the field. Okay. And he shot 41% from 3. Like, what are we talking about here, man? Like, we really comparing these dudes, man? Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. And then here's another thing. And here's another thing about it when people want to use Josh Hart. We don't have a Jalen Brunson. We don't have a guy who can go get buckets. That's the problem. They don't need let me tell you something. When you shooting 41% from 3, you're gonna be accounted for. I don't see Josh Hart being guarded by centers on the perimeter. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. I see him being guarded by his position. That's what I see. But he can shoot the basketball. He in a slump right now. He in a slump. It happens. It happens. But the fact that people, y'all ain't no way y'all trying to compare Josh Hart and that's crazy, bro. That is so crazy. Listen. Back to what I was saying. Okay. Back to what I was saying. The Hawks have to go guard, bro. And I'm saying the Hawks need to try to move up, and you need to try to get Acuff. Okay? Go get Acuff. We need a dynamic score. We need a playmaker. It just makes me wonder sometimes, like, what is Ansi thinking? Because I remember after you moved Trae Young, he was doing the interview and he said, we looked at the young dudes playing. And we was very confident in what we saw with Jalen Johnson. And then to see it really not turn out to be much of nothing when it mattered. Because no lie, and we have zero. I'm not going to say zero. Our half court game it ain't there. It ain't there. It's not there. You need a playmaker. You need somebody who can score the basketball out of the half court. And it's gonna be a guard. It's gonna be a guard. I'll trade for Mitchell Robinson at the end. Well, you don't know if he's gonna be available. That's the thing. Same thing with iHeart. We're just assuming players will be available. You feel me? We're just assuming players will be available. But at the end of the day, that number 8 pick, if we stay at 8, we need to take the best guard available. I can't get up to 4. If I can get to 5, let me get Acuff. You need somebody we need people who can score the basketball, bro. Point blank, period. Out of the half court. You feel me? That's what we need. The big man, listen, man. Me personally, I have Mara, like I told people. I don't have Mara as a top 10 talent in this draft. If the Hawks take him at 8, that is a reach to take him at 8. And you know we need a guard. You know we need a guard. And you got a guy like Acuff sitting right there for the taking. But let me make sure I add this, though, family. Let me make sure I add this. The Hawks are not going to win. We're not competing for nothing next year. I just want y'all to understand that. We are not competing for a championship next year. Okay? It's not happening. Next year, it's going to be a play hard, get better year. That's what it's going to be. And like I said, and I already, man, watch. I'm just waiting for free agency to happen, man. Because it's not like we're going to make a move that's going to change my opinion about the direction that we heading in. You got a team right now, you know, let me tell you the biggest jump. If you really want to see this team do something, your biggest jump is from the starters. You need Dyson Daniels to come back with some type of face-up shooting. He got to know how to shoot a basketball, man. He can't be scared. You need Jalen Johnson to come back, being able to score out of the half court, whether that's an improved handle, a quicker first step, something. You need Jalen Johnson to defend 10 times. I don't even know. He got to be way better than what he has done. I think now, if you keep him as a starter, he maxed out at 20. I think he maxed out at 20 points per game. I mean, what else you gonna get from Nall? He gave you 20. Maybe better court vision, better passing, but I mean, he a 10-year vet, bro. I mean, what else you go? he been in the league 10 years. Pretty much, if you ain't gonna do it, you're probably not gonna do it. I mean, if you haven't already done it, you're probably not gonna do it. I don't know too many players who wait to year 10 to make major adjustments to their game, right? That haven't already been dabbling in it. You feel me? That's your major stuff you need done right there. Outside of adding some more depth, what are we going to do with Jonathan Kuminga? Not even what are we going to do with Jonathan Kuminga, but how does Quinn utilize Jonathan Kuminga? Does he use him? Does he utilize him like he should be being used? Or is he going to turn him into a corner boy and just want JK to come down and shoot a 3? I mean, personally, like, y'all already know how I feel about the head coach, man. It ain't nothing new. That's why I be trying to tell people, like, when they be like, oh, now you want Quinn fired. I be like, bro, I ain't never been a Quinn supporter, man. Salute to my boy, Craig, with the $5 super chat. Are you willing to trade 823 and next year's protected and Asa or Zach for Acuff? 823. No, hell no. No, sir. I'm not doing that, Craig. No. Now, if I was getting into the top 4, if that was gonna put me in the top 4, I gotta do it. I mean, even though we know that's not enough to get into the top 4, but if it just happened to be so, I gotta do it. I got to go get one of them. Man, I ain't gonna trip y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm still salty about that damn lottery, dog. You had 4 guys and we couldn't even get into the top 4. We had some of the best odds, and we couldn't even get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still salty about that, bro. I'm still salty. My boy Sherwin said, based on current projections, Atlanta will be about $13 million below the salary cap with only guaranteed contracts and well below the tax and apron threshold. Really? Based on current, Atlanta will be let me look. Let me see here. Hold up. Let's look. Let's look and see where we're at. Matter of fact, let me share the screen with y'all. I'll share the screen with y'all. Let's move that. Let me go here. Okay, we got a bigger one. All right, boom. All right, now let's scroll. Okay, let me see what we got here that is guaranteed. We're looking at 30 mil guaranteed, 25 for Dyson. We're waiting to see if they activate that option. 16, 14, 13, 13, 3. I mean, how many players? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you got 7 players locked in right now. 7 locked in right now on the guarantee, right? On the guarantee. So how much is that on the guarantee? Let's see here. What's that? 30, 25, 16, 14, 13. No, let's call that 14. And I call that 14 and 3 for Asa. 116 million in guaranteed money on how many dudes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you still need, we still need 8 dudes. And what was that? 116? I said. So I'm at 116. 116. Second apron, cap apron. The cap is 165. So cap is 165. I'm at 116 with guaranteed money, not with 7 dudes. Damn. You activate Kuminga. You gonna have to, if you gonna keep Kuminga, he gonna have to at 24, that'll put you at, so you keep Kuminga at 24. Let me see. Which I'm assuming that's what the Hawks gonna do. The Hawks gonna keep Kuminga at 24. So let me add 24. So I'm at 140. They give me 8 dudes. Am I bringing Mo G back? Am I bringing Mo G back? What do y'all think, chat? Are we bringing Mo G back? We need to add more talent to my F this play hard. I know, bro. I know, but I mean that's the talent level we at right now, though. That's the talent level we at. Austin, you ready for Mo G to lead? Dojo say keep him. You keep him for another year because we got a team option on Mo G. That's gonna cost you another. That's gonna cost you $2.4 million to keep him. Okay, so let's say we keep Moji. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even know why we keep Moji, and I'm a Moji fan. I don't even know why. What are we keeping him for? Plus, so let me add Moji. So I kept all these dudes 2.4. So I'm at 142 million. Okay. And I got all these dudes signed outside of Buddy Hield, which his contract is not fully guaranteed, I think, until after I forgot the date. I forgot the date when he become a fully guaranteed. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 dudes at 142 million. Are we bringing back CJ McCollum? Because now what you got to do, are we bringing up McCollum? Are you bringing back Landale at 2? I mean, Landale only made 2.4 million last year, right? I mean, you could bring him back as a third big for the dirt. I would bring Landale back. I would bring Landale back at 2.4. So I would go 5 mil over 2 for Landale. I think Landale worth that. Landale gonna be worth more than 2.4 million. I'm tripping. I'm really over here tripping. Landale's not playing for no $2.4 million. You know what I'm saying? CJ will be back, but at 13 to 15. So y'all want to keep CJ? Oh, CJ gone, says Clips. So y'all want to bring back CJ? CJ not taking 13 to 15. He can get more elsewhere. What would be a number, family? What will be a number for CJ McCollum? Give me a number as a Hawks fan that you feel would be fair. What's a number for CJ that you feel as a Hawks fan would be fair to CJ McCollum? Oh, Unknown said let CJ walk. Okay. Sound like somebody ain't messing with CJ. They say let him walk. 25? 20? Okay, let's say we go CJ. Let's go CJ. Let's say CJ took 22. I think that's fair. 22 million for CJ McCollum. That's pretty fair. No more than 15 million. He gonna get more offers than 15, I think. I think something like I think anything under 20 million is CJ hooking somebody up. But let's call CJ 20. 2 years, 25. I don't think CJ playing for 15 million, though, is he? 34 years old. I don't think there's no other teams I could put him under. Okay, let's go 20. I'm gonna go 20 mil. So if I go 20 for CJ, I'm at 164 million. So I got CJ 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 dudes, and I'm at the cap. All right. So we're gonna go over the cap, obviously. But we're gonna stay. We know the Hawks. We're gonna stay under that first apron, though. We know that already. Let me see. So 165. So I'm at 162 with 11 dudes. I'm at 162 with 11 dudes. I forgot we got these exceptions. And they can't be combined. Luke Kennard, $11 million trade exception. I don't know why they got all this. You see all these trade exceptions, guys? You see these trade exceptions? Anytime you see trade exception, okay? Anytime you see trade exception, you know what first thing that need to pop in your head? First thing that need to pop in your head is a salary dump. Okay? That's a salary dump. 11 million. That expired 27, 27, 27. These two expire 6 million. You got 4 million. Yeah, that's all that is, man. It's a salary dump, man. So y'all want to wait? So y'all want CJ to? Y'all gonna let CJ leave? That's what we doing here. We letting CJ roll up out of here. That's what we doing. I mean, who else gonna score the basketball for us? Who else gonna score the basketball for us outside of CJ McCollum? 3-level score. So if you want CJ to leave, I'm thinking at pick 8, you want us to draft a guard. Am I correct? You want us to draft a guard at 8 if you don't want CJ back here, right? I mean, what did CJ score for us last year? 18? 18 a night? CJ gonna be looking for 3 years. CJ 34 years old, though. CJ not no spring chicken. You know what I'm saying? CJ not no spring chicken, man. He a OG, he a OG in the game, man. He a OG in the game. Don't say that, Cooch. Don't do that, Cujo, cause we got the French tape. I think that gotta be Matt's worst take of all time, the French Tatum. That was hilarious when he said that. That was crazy. But even if you need a guard, you keep CJ. Letting CJ walk will be. I'm just saying, man. I'm trying to see where y'all at, man. I'm trying to see where y'all at right now. Let me drop this link if anybody want to tap in real quick, man. I ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time. But here's the link if anybody want to tap in. So y'all not keeping CJ. You keeping OG. You're keeping. What are we doing with Kuminga? Me personally, I'm activating that team option with Kuminga. That's just me. Okay, I don't know about everybody else. That's just me, right? But are you gonna give Demond? You know we drafted Nate Ahmed, right? Man, we ain't drafting that guy, bro. We is not drafting that dude, man. I can't believe y'all said that. We not getting. What's good, RJ?
What's happening, man? You keep CJ McCollum, man. You keep CJ McCollum. First of all, just last year we were the same fans talking about we need good veteran leadership. You got it.
True.
You keep, even if you do draft a young guard, you keep CJ McCollum, man. I think you posted. I think anywhere between 2 years to 20 to 25 is fair. The Hawks are going to have a lot of money to play with anyway going into this offseason, and having CJ on the roster for 2 years won't hurt us. And even if the Hawks are suffering, let's just say they're not playing well and they need to offload CJ, you can offload that contract. I think any playoff team that's contending would probably want to sign them anyway. So 2 years for between 20 and 25, I think that's doable. I don't really see a problem with that. Even if you do, and again, I say this, even if you take a guard at number 8.
What if so re-signing CJ, does that change? I mean, bro, I think for him to take 12 to 15 million per, he would have to, like, that would have to be a hookup, bro. I think other teams gonna give him way more than that.
And you have to remember,
I think teams gonna give him 20 million.
And here's the thing about CJ. You have to remember he's the head guy for the Players Association in the NBA. He's not going to take less. NBA players don't do that, especially a guy like CJ McCollum. He's not going to take less than what he's owed, because that's just he's the head guy in the NBA Players Association. He's not going to do that. So thinking you can sign him for 12 to 15, that's not going to happen. That'd be a disgrace for the league. They don't want to say
he don't want to set that precedent. That's
right. So with that being said, re-sign him between two years, 20 to 25. I think that's fair. I think that, and plus they also said,
wait, are you saying 20? Are you saying 20, 25 per year?
No, not a year. I'm sorry.
No, like years, 15. 15 and a half.
Oh, Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah.
what,
There
I mean,
you
but
go.
what if
Like 15. I'm
what
not
if
saying
another
20
team?
I got
million.
you.
But what if another
But
team offers him 20 million?
Then you just let him go
uh,
at that point.
then you just let them walk. I think you just let them walk. I mean, I would love to keep them, but my thing is, don't just try to keep them. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Don't just let them walk out the door. At least try. That's all you can ask for.
Right.
What's your thoughts on it, Ryan? You keeping CJ or you making an
I
offer?
mean, kind of piggyback off of what like RJ. I'd send him like a nice offer, like probably like a 2-year, like what RJ said was just 2-year deal. I mean, if you don't accept, then you don't accept it. That means more wiggle room for us for free agency or for other people to come up. Because like you could easily throw the money that you get from if CJ don't resign, you could easily throw it at a Walker Kessler if you wanted to. That way, I mean, I'm sure Utah would probably match it, but you know, you can at least throw them an offer that where Utah would be forced to match it, and if they don't, you get Walker Kessler. So, you know, there's other ways to use his money. So,
what's your thoughts, Austin?
Honestly, when you think about they didn't want any salary back. I don't see them offering him more than 1 year deal. Like I'm good with a 1 year, $25 million deal, but
I like it.
I don't see them offering more, especially keep talking about optionality. But the problem is because you want to keep that relationship because he's high up there, I would be trying to work with him to get a good sign and trade. That would be my to see can I.
It's funny. My fault, Austin. It's funny you say that because I was about to say the same thing about Kuminga. You know, you pick up that team option and then you could possibly trade him at the deadline. But I mean, the other team would have to, you know, sign and extend. Oh, my fault. Sign and extend him. But
see, that's the thing with CJ. A good playoff team is going to need to do a sign and trade to get him anyway in the books. So you go ahead and take that, okay, and give me some kind of asset back, whether it's a young big or not even if it's a starter or a draft pick or something like that, and then just move on from there.
I agree with you, Austin. I really do, man. I'm not mad at the one or two. I'm cool with that. I can live with that.
I need to get off Kispert money. That's what I need to do.
But I tell you this, man. I like what Anssi is doing, man. I trust I trust the decision he makes, man. It's clear that we actually do have an adult in the room, and
Let me ask you this, RJ.
CJ plays defense now.
RJ, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna go around the panel. Let's pivot a little bit to Anssi. Anssi is now the president. I got 2 questions for everybody up here. 1, does he hire a general manager? And 2, does he get rid of Quinn and get his own guy? He's the president now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would assume just off the power kind of changed in the front office with him having that title of president now.
For the first question, the answer to me, I would say no. I don't think Ansi's going to go out and get a GM. I think that's going to be his role. He'll be GM/president. I think that'll be his role. I don't think Ansi's going to go out and get anybody under him. I think he's handled the role phenomenally, if you ask me. So I don't see him giving up that hat to anybody. And for the next question, what was the next question? I missed that one.
Does he replace Quinn with his own coach since he's the president now?
That'd be tough because it's hard to replace a coach after he just went to the playoffs. That's a tough one. I mean, you know, we had that same conversation with the last coach we had before Quinn Snyder. He went to the playoffs and everybody thought like, man, we should still go out and get a new coach, and they ended up re-signing them or whatever. So that is tough. But I don't think Anssi does it right now, though. He may do it eventually if the team doesn't meet expectations, but not right now.
Oh, so you think Quinn? So you think Quinn don't have a problem coaching on a 1-year deal? You really see coaches do that?
I think he's gonna re-sign. I think he's gonna not re-sign. I think he'll extend Quinn's contract. I really do. I don't think because remember the coach's salary cap doesn't the coach's pay doesn't count against our salary cap as far as signing players. That's just ownership probably being pissed off that we're playing a guy that's no longer here. But so I'm not really worried about where the money goes when it comes to that. But I will say this: I do think Anssi is probably going to extend him. And if he doesn't meet expectations, they'll let him go. But I do think he's going to extend him.
What's your thoughts on it, Ryan? Two-part question. I'll say them again.
Yeah.
Does Auncey hire a GM, and does Auncey replace Quinn? Well, let me say it like this. What does Auncey do with Quinn Snyder? Extend him, replace him? What you think?
Well, to the first question, I mean, I don't know of any other like people that were in the position that got fired other than the Philly, the guy who was the general manager for Philly, but I don't think you would want to bring him in there. So I think possibly just for now, it'll probably be Auncey doing both jobs until like probably next offseason, where if something does happen or something does come up, you know, it's kind of like how they did us with Bryson Graham, you know, or Chicago did with Bryson Graham when they kind of took him from us to make him the president. But to the second question, the fact that Quinn does not have an extension already, even like, and because I was honestly expecting it when Auncey got promoted. I was like, okay, you know, Quinn's probably going to get an extension here pretty soon, but we still haven't heard anything. We haven't even heard rumors and or talks about it, other than they're working on a deal, and that was like after they got eliminated from the playoffs. So, and I know most coaches don't like playing on an expiring deal, so I mean, we'll see. But I mean, we'll probably get figure out more once, you know, after post draft, you know, to see what the news is there. But as of right now, you could probably say he's looking for a new coach. He'll probably wait until somebody comes available.
What you think, Austin?
I think for the first one, by All-Star break, I do think he's going to hire a GM, because coming from that Golden State Warriors and that San Antonio Spurs, it's going to be like someone who isn't a real GM. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to be calling the shots, but they're going to be really good in scouting. With him being good at numbers, I could see him hiring somebody that's really good on the scouting end.
And hopefully it's somebody that he's already worked with too, so you have that type of chemistry there.
Yeah, host from San Antonio, not Golden State. Their drafting haven't been too good, but for Quinn, I don't think he was going to get an extension from Auncey, and I think because of that, right now there's only 3 coaching jobs open, so I could see Quinn on the back end trying to wiggle his way out to see, can he get to Chicago or can he go somewhere else to get that 3-year or 4-year deal. But I don't see him getting, because Auncey knows if he signs a 3 or 4-year extension, which Quinn in his mind, he think his pedigree, he deserves a 3 to 5 year extension.
Right.
So he's not going to settle for a Nate McMillan 2-year deal with a approved 3rd year. He's not going to settle for something like that. Even though Nate did more than Quinn even before he got here. Mm-hmm. That's a whole nother story. But so with that, I don't. Auncey's not going to tie himself in his career to Quinn like that. I don't believe so.
Yeah, I feel you. That's a good point you made, because if he give Quinn Snyder a 3-year deal, basically he's committing to Quinn Snyder.
Right.
Basically. Because I mean, let's see. What GMs usually get? What, maybe they get to fire one coach, maybe if they lucky.
Yeah.
But I mean, a 3-year deal for Quinn, he's really committing to Quinn Snyder. And I don't believe in building an organization backwards. So like, I don't believe in hiring a coach before I have a president, because I need the president to get his people in, because that's what I'm paying him to do. Run the organization, get his guys in, so everybody match it. I mean, everybody has the same goal, kind of semi think view the game the same way. You know what I'm saying? And you know that's not, we don't have that, because there should never even be a discussion about picking Zachary Richardson number 1. That's how you know, like, there should never be no rumor talking about, well, that's not what Quinn Snyder wanted. And that just shows me that, if true, I don't know if it's true, that was just the word that was going around, that showed me that the front office, they're not on the same sheet of music. There's a disconnect somewhere. And we know we know our good organizations out there. One thing they do, they keep that consistency in the front office, but they always on the same sheet of music. You rarely hear the Celtics with Missoula, with what's their president now, buddy, who was the coach?
Stevens.
Brad Stevens.
Brad Stevens. You never hear words about them disagreeing on talent, on the direction. You never hear Spoelstra and Pat Riley. Oh, nobody. Spoelstra didn't want this guy. That's Riles' guy. When it comes, you rarely hear stuff like that from these winning organizations, and I think that's a big thing. You want to say, look, you want to say something, Austin?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, and another thing too, you gotta remember, when honestly come from Golden State and San Antonio, everyone look at Golden State's offense, but they forget that when they was getting the rings, their defense was like top 3, top 4. Like that depth lineup they had was great defense, and we know that's not Quinn. So I could see on defense alone, Quinn and honestly not getting along, especially enough for a 3 or 4 year deal on defense.
If I may, though, I will say this, man. The Hawks have really changed over the years, though. They don't let a lot of stuff leak out like that no more. I think that part of our franchise is over, and I am glad to see that. Go ahead, Kool-Aid. I think Kool-Aid on mute, though.
Yeah, you on mute, Kool-Aid.
Yeah, man. I since Unser became president, he need to put it in order, man. What he need to do right now is go find him a manager to put it in order. Once they get him a manager, then he needs to let the manager make a decision on whether he want to fire Quinn, go get his coach, and everything else. That he get ready to keep cooking the books, get him that manager, and allow that manager to make the decision on what coach and how to restructure this team. That's what he should do.
And
stay
I
in
agree.
his place.
I agree 1,000% with Kool-Aid. That's exactly what I was saying. Like, I don't like when the organization builds backwards. That's building backwards. You hiring the coach before you get a GM. You hiring a GM or a coach before you got a president. That, in my opinion, it mixes up the power structure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should be able to look at the president, and if something ain't going right, the president should be able to just fire that dude. You know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, hold up, I got to run this by the owner because I don't have the authority to do it. And I always thought when Buddy dropped out of the Hawks basketball president position, when he dropped up out of that interview, that's what I thought. I thought there's a reason why he dropped out, and it had to be something that the owner said to him, which probably was some type of limitation, what you can, what you can't do. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's why I like him promoting Ansi to president. To me, and I think I said the other night, to me, it was he had no choice. It was a forced move. So that's why I was like, if I'm Ansi, before I take that position, I would have made sure that I was the end all be all outside of Tony Russell when it comes to Hawks basketball and how it gets ran in Atlanta. I'd have made sure we had a warm and fuzzy, like I'm the end all be all outside of the owner, obviously. But all these dudes under me, they report to me. They don't report to Kyle Korver. They don't report to the owner. They don't report to his son. They report to me. Because like I said, because honestly had leverage, because he could have left and just went up there to Philly. You know what I'm saying? That's why they promoted him, in my opinion, because Bob Myers, he knew if Buddy went up there, he knew if Ansi went up there, it was going to pretty much be a wrap. And I guarantee you, Ansi probably had his hands tied down here in Atlanta. Probably couldn't really do what he wanted to do due to his hands being tied and not and I hate to be up here using my Army stuff lingo, but and not having a real proper chain of command. I mean, I know for somebody like me that'll frustrate me. Go ahead, RJ, then we'll swing it over there to John.
I was just gonna say too, though, man. With that being said, I do agree with you. Honestly, did have a lot of leverage, but let's not pretend Philly's not in a bad situation right now either. Like
But it don't matter for him because
I understand that, but I'm just saying on the outside looking in, if I'm honest, I'm like, man, they kind of in a bad spot. Like they ain't.
But
got
it don't matter because your boy
you
who want to hire you got all the power up there now.
And
yeah,
also,
that's
they got
true.
Maxey
But
and DJ. Are they really in a bad situation?
Yeah, they got Maxey.
yeah,
and
they in
DJ.
a
They
bad
got two
situation,
cornerstones
man.
right there. They got two
I don't think
cornerstones.
so. I don't
Yeah, they
think
do.
so. I don't think
They got two
I don't
cornerstones,
think
but like I
I'm not
said,
very high on Edgecombe. I think he's okay. I
if
like
I'm
Maxey,
Aussie,
but nah.
but like I said, if I'm Aussie
But
and my boy want me to come up there, my guy is the president, and I know they gave Bob Myers all the power because ain't no way he came out from what he was doing on TV to go to the Sixers who are in turmoil, and he don't have all the power. Like in my head, if I'm Aussie, I know if I go up, I know Bob Myers already good. I already know
see where
he's
you're
good.
coming from. You're looking at it from a friend perspective, like that's my guy.
Yeah, from a
Okay,
friend and professional. I'm going up there because remember, remember,
okay,
he was only the GM here. Bob Myers could have been like, "Hey, come up here, you be the president." Boom.
yeah.
That's
Okay,
what
I
I'm
see where
saying.
you're coming from with that. I see where you're coming from with
and
that.
you know you're gonna be good for you good for about 5 years up there.
Yeah. Even if
when you go get a guy
don't
like
go
Bob,
well,
when you go get a guy like Bob Myers, you're investing in the future. You know what I'm saying? You're investing 4 or 5 years out. You already know that. So me being honest, I'm like, hey, my boy trying to hire me. I know I'm gonna be good for at least 4 to 5 years up there. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. Down here, because remember at the time he's only the general manager. So now, if I'm Aussie, I'm going to Tony like, hey man, my boy want me to come up there and interview.
Yeah.
Guess what?
I can get it from a friend's
if I go up
perspective,
there, I'm probably gonna get the gig. I'm probably gonna take the gig, Mr. Wrestler. What you gonna do for me? I could make you president, and the next word out my mouth is, but I need all the power. I mean, obviously outside the owner and whoever that's on like whatever the other executives up there. I need when it comes to running Atlanta Hawk basketball, I need all the power. I need to be the yin and the yang when it comes to Hawk basketball. Nobody come talk to you without coming to talk to me.
Yeah, I can see that.
And that's why I said, that's why I keep saying, does Anssi get a general manager, which now he can go get his guy, and does Anssi get rid of Quinn Snyder? Because Anssi didn't hire Quinn Snyder. You know what I'm saying? What's good, OG John? Hey, you on mute. I had to put you on mute because you had that background. You got to unmute. Oh, hold up. Is it on my end? Hold up. Go ahead, John. Oh, got the birds chirping?
Yeah, I'm out in nature.
Whenever, right.
You know, it calms me when I talk about the Hawks.
That's why I be in nature too, with Bong in the garage.
Oh, now let me ask. Now you had 2 questions. Can I answer those 2 questions?
You remember, or I need to restate them?
Restate them because I want to make sure I remember them the way that you asked them.
Okay. The first question was, will Anssi now being the president of basketball, does he get a general manager? And the second part of that question was, with him being the president, what does he do with Quinn? I should have just worded it like that. Does he give him an extension? Does he say you got to play out the season, or does he let him go?
The answer to the first question, get you a GM because you're gonna need some cushion. Gonna
need a fall guy. You gonna need a fall guy.
Yes, sir. Hey man, look here. That's the job you got to have, son. Hey, look here. I always use the example of the New York Giants. Wellington Mara was the owner. He hired George Young, told George Young, I need a Super Bowl within 5 years. If I don't get it, you fired. He went and hired Parcells. Parcells, if you don't give me a Super Bowl within 3 years, you fired. So since we've been going back and forth about, and last time we were on, we talked about the same thing. You sit up here and hire the man that was already here because nobody else wanted this job. All right? You hired that man because nobody else wanted this job. GM, whatever. All right? Now, what is Bob Myers' job right now?
Oh, is that a question?
Yes, that's the question. What is Bob Myers' job?
And he I want to say the
thought
president, but I think he like
He's
above
the president of all of these sports, of all of the owner sports in Philly. Like it's not
Yeah,
just
like
the Sixers,
he like the I hate to use the
Flyers,
word.
and all.
Yeah, he like the overseer of Philly sports. So like he can still hire a president of basketball to run the 76ers. And they still answer to him.
So there's one owner that owns the 76ers, the Phillies, the Eagles. No, because Lurie owns the Eagles.
I don't know what they own. They own multiple stuff. The owner of the Sixers, but he's like the overseer of all whatever they own. He's like the overseer of that, man.
Oh, okay. That's what I was trying to figure out because I was wondering how you could hire a president when he's in a president spot. But if he's like over everything,
I'm trying to think of the exact term because he's like above the president.
Okay.
Because that's what he was gonna give Ansah. He's gonna make him president of basketball up there.
Okay. Now your second question about Quinn, get him out of here. You know me. I'm not waffling. I'm not changing. Get him out of here.
No, John. I'm not asking what you would do. I'm asking what do you think Ansah does?
Oh, if Ansah got good sense, get him out of here. Blow him out of here. Now, my problem, and the problem is going to be, you're going to have to hire somebody notable. You're going to have to hire somebody with championship timber. You're going to have to hire somebody with a reputation for building a team or having a philosophy that has won championships or been around a championship organization. And when I say get rid of Quinn, I don't have anybody in mind to replace him except the man that got fired in Denver.
But here's the thing, John. Let me ask you.
He's on one.
Do you need to hire a championship coach when you know your team probably won't be contender for a championship in the next 2 years?
Yes, you do. You need to instill a philosophy as to what your team is going to be. That's what the coach's job is down there. Him and the general manager get together. That coach translates the vision down to the flow. Okay? Enforces that vision on the flow. All right? You got to have that type of person there, whether you're going to compete for a championship the next year or not, because you're trying to get there. You don't need to get a bridge coach.
So you don't want, what about because I mean I'm looking at now what you said makes sense, but I'm looking at the Knicks. But the Knicks already had championship aspirations when they made their coaching switch. But then I look at a team like the Spurs, who went with an unknown meaning he wasn't a prior head coach in the NBA. They go with
right.
Now you could say technically he's
basically what I'm about to say,
like a championship guy because he's been in the organization when they won championships, and they still have Pop still tapping in with them. So I mean, but then I can also go at you like this though, John. I could say Oklahoma City hired my boy. He wasn't a championship coach. And they won the championship. I can't remember his name. My mind went blank.
But if I can, man, y'all been watching basketball a lot longer than me, man. This is not an age thing, but let's just put this out there, man. In today's game, outside of a few plays, man, is coaching really that important?
Yes.
In today's game.
Yes.
I would say
yes, it is
on the roster. Y'all think
it's
so?
It's more important now because
it is.
It's even more important now because of the new salary cap and penalties they got now. Like now you can't just, besides what the Knicks did, you can't just go buy everybody and then say, okay, be the Lakers, like Kupchak used to do.
But
you know how coaching matters, RJ?
Yeah, talk to me.
Look at the Knicks.
Same team.
Yeah.
They fired Tibbs. They fired Tibbs.
Yeah.
Didn't change the roster. I mean, didn't change none of their core players. When it got Mike Brown, now they're in the finals.
But if you ask me though, I would probably say Mike Brown made only one good decision, and that was just running the offense through Cat in the playoffs. If he continued to try to run it through Brunson,
there you go. You just said
they would
coach
have dropped out. But that was just one decision, though, is what I'm saying.
Hey, sometimes it don't take but one good decision.
It's the biggest decision because they made that change in the playoffs against us in game 4. Was that 4?
Game 5.
I think it was 4. It was game.
Game 4. Game 4. That's
game
right. It was
4.
game 4.
Yeah.
Oh, because then we lost 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, right. So,
hey, RJ, because our coach didn't counter.
Well, he couldn't have a counter.
He did counter, John. He waited till he was down 50. He put in, and then he put the bench in.
See that? What I'm saying? See what I'm saying? There you go, RJ. That's a perfect example. That's a perfect example.
I'm saying is, DeMond just being funny. The problem is you didn't have.
That's what happened.
That is what happened. But what I'm saying is you didn't even have the size to throw at Cat, right?
Yes, you did.
Like, what size we had to throw at Cat on our roster?
You had Bradley, you had Moji, you had Asa Newell. You put them out there
to go up against Cat. They were good enough to go up against.
What you should have said, RJ.
Hey, you throw them out there, RJ. You throw them out there.
RJ,
you put them out there.
Anything
better than what they did.
You could try.
What you should have said was this, RJ. You should have said we don't have the talent. We didn't have the talent. But here's the deal. Here's the thing, man.
We wouldn't have lost by 50-51 if they had done that.
Here's the thing about
I'm an Atlanta sports fanatic. I've seen a lot of bad losses. Okay?
Here's the thing about that
me too.
The thing that irks my nerves about that series is that the coach waited till it was down 60 to just throw people out there when he should have been doing it. He should have been doing that in game 3 when you need. And this is what I try to explain to people. Sometimes coaching, and you gotta just what all great coaches got this. When it comes to coaching, you gotta have a feel for the game and what's going on. Because sometimes you gotta say, you know what, the team they playing sloppy, or they're not playing with effort. Let me throw one of these young dudes out here who I know gonna go out there and play with effort because they want more playing time. Let me see if I can get a spark or something going. That's not what happens with Quinn Snyder. Quinn Snyder is just like Kenny Atkinson. They're gonna rely on the math to win the game. In my opinion, that's why he waited till we down 50. Excuse me, I'm sorry, 60 at home.
It's his players.
Yeah, man, why you saying that like he did something? That wasn't no waiting and nothing. Nigga just gave up, bro. It was a wrap. Like, I don't know why I don't know. I'm my bad, man. I'm just lost. Like, you saying it like he made some adjustment. No, the nigga.
No. I'm saying he waited. My point was, I don't know if you caught what I said earlier. No, my point was
say he don't code.
He doesn't have a feel for he don't have a feel.
No, I agree.
And he waited until
I guess that it's that word waited or whatever. Like
okay, let me say this.
He deployed this.
No.
It's like
not like it was a real. No, not like it was a real strategy. But
that's probably what he thought he did.
No, but the point I was making was don't wait till you're down 50 or 60 in a closeout game to say, let me see if one of these other guys can give me a spark. He should have been doing that in game 4. He should have been doing it in game 5. And he refused to do it. That's why I call him Kenny Atkinson. He just played off the numbers, in my opinion.
Now, see, my problem with it. Kool-Aid, go ahead, man. Go ahead, Kool-Aid.
Look. This is my problem. This is my problem with that situation, man.
Says Ryan.
It was a fuse. You know how a bomb you set a long fuse, and it just slowly start cooking till it get there and blow up. Quinn set that fuse 3, 4, 5 games before we got into the playoff when he started not playing Richard Shea and started not playing certain players and started more and more playing them those backseat vets. It's just a matter of time when you start seeing Gabe get more time. You start seeing Kisper get more time. You start seeing all these black seat vets get more time. And then your boy CJ, not CJ, but JK come here. Then that thing you see JK, oh, JK gonna play over Zach. Let me tell you something, man. That's why the fuse was coming, man. It was just a matter of time. Let me tell you something. You go back to that Emirates Cup, that was the same team that Trae Young, Hunter, Bogey, Zach, Mo G knocked out of that he rolled the dice on. The same identical team. When you start setting certain players, you don't take them with one player to make a difference in the game. Guess who was a New York Knicks killer? Zach. But guess why we won playing? Because Zach put up 30 on the when I was there. In the Ember Cup, Zach played defense, almost slammed on Cat, was getting really hyped and everything. So Quinn is just a ticking time bomb to that was gonna happen. As he tried to make, and every time he tried to make adjustment, Quinn make bad adjustments. Quinn's a ticking time bomb. He done blowed up the team right now, man. My opinion to what y'all was saying in the first beginning is that what we need to do now is start a complete rebuild, get rid of all these backseat vets, riding backseat vet off the team, keep rotating until you get somebody that's gonna make a difference. Go ahead and set up for get your best player you can get out of this draft that you're gonna think you're gonna build this team around and start the process, man. With the process of moving off of Coach Quinn. And like I said in the beginning of this, honestly, it's on the clock. Honestly, it's the president. Go get that manager who gonna go get a coach that gonna rebuild this team properly the way it's supposed to be done. Either he gonna build it through the draft or he gonna start buying it. That's simple as that. And don't go buy no backseat, half-seat players on this team and give them no contract. You gonna go buy this team, go put me some all-stars together. And I'm talking about going over the cap.
Yes,
Go get me Jaylen Brown and put us over the cap and bring a Giannis with it, if it's possible to do that. If you're gonna buy a team, don't bring me no backseat third string off the bench players over here thinking you're gonna build a starting team that's gonna compete.
Get ready.
And then if you look at the teams that building through the draft, they way ahead of us. OKC. Man. You look at San Antonio. They already playing. They already playing Bryant. Bryant. You see what they did with Bryant last night to sharpen him up? They put him on Jalen Brunson last night. That was the first game. Y'all said that was a mistake, but it was not.
You didn't see when they put Zach in the game in Game 6. Quinn did that.
Yeah, game. Of course, when we 51.
That's just like closing the door, closing the barn door after the Hawks done left.
Quinn did
That's
that.
right. Everybody done left. All the birds in there tweeting.
Listen, hey, Quinn told them boys. He said, "Listen, we
go out there and save it. Go out there and save it."
Yeah, Quinn said we only down 50. Analytics said we got time to get back in this game. Y'all go out there and motivate them.
Man, no, that wasn't. Hey, Demar, that wasn't no analytics.
You know what's so crazy about that? You know what's so crazy about that? When I go back and look at that, when I go back and look at that game, they actually did go out there and play with way more effort than what the starters did, bro. Like that shit was night and day, bro. That shit was crazy to me.
Yeah, and you know what I would do, man. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. If they go get a coach, if we can keep Zach, Asa Newell, Mo G, and you could draft a point guard or get Mara, whoever you want to get, or you can get a Mara and a point guard, get point guard and another big the draft. So you in the draft you should come out with at least a point guard on the center. Should at least. That's my point. And then what you should do, we should go to the reset of what Unser said, that we're going to play the young guys and that starting 5 should look like this. The point guard that you draft, the center that you draft, Zach, Ace, and JJ.
That ain't happening.
That should be your starting 5.
That ain't happening. Dyson Daniels making $25 million this year. He started.
Hey, see, that's the problem. You talking about? We ain't talking about. See, that's the problem. We
You
don't know
better
how
come back
much
knowing how to doggone
No,
shoot.
I'm just telling you what's the reality. The
I
reality.
know what the reality is because that starting 5 I said is not a reality. I wasn't speaking in reality. I was speaking in dreams.
That's why I don't even do that. That's why I don't even do that no more, man. I don't do
Well,
that.
I just spoke in dream and hope they can hear me and get an idea of what to do.
And here's another reason we're not gonna do that. Here's another reason.
Good luck with that.
Because that team not going with enough games to make it in the play-in, and we owe the Spurs our pick this year.
And next year,
you gotta start thinking about that pick.
No, this the last. This the last year of it.
No, but I'm saying that pick gone.
But we in a
that money spent.
it don't matter because we're in a 3 to 4 to 5 year rebuild, man. Possibly 7 years.
I don't even
of trying to get to building a team to get to a final.
I don't even think we're in a rebuild right now. I think we just gathering parts.
It's the last year.
We just gathering parts because, like, and I asked people this the other night. You build your team around your number one guy. Hawks fans tell me Jalen Johnson not a number one guy, so who we building the team around? We just gathering assets. We just gathering pieces right now, and we hope that we fall on some type of number one guy. Because guess what? If we fall on a number one guy, you're gonna have to switch everything again anyway. So I mean, like, what are we doing right now? We're just getting parts right now, man. We're just getting parts. You know what I'm saying? We don't really have a direction.
I don't
And
know
see,
about that.
there you go.
I think the team got
Well,
we don't. I mean, say you draft a dude at 8,
Okay.
right? You draft a dude at 8. Okay. Let's be real. Unless honestly say it's not even guaranteed he gonna play. So listen, your last two first round picks, Ace Anul didn't play. In my opinion, he didn't play. Okay. Zachary Richard say he started 1 year, he got benched.
He started 2 years actually.
Well, what a year and a half. So you got two first round picks that's getting no playing time. How they supposed to get better? So then you're gonna go into the draft, you're gonna get 8, and then hell, what if the Hawks trade 8, get 12 and 15 or 17, whatever it is, and get 2 more young dudes? Where they gonna play? Because you still got a $30 million Jalen Johnson. Well, you know he playing here all NBA guy. A $25 million Dyson Daniels that the contract just started this year. You got $16 million per invested in Nas, $16 million per invested in O. And what do we know? We know Quinn Snyder play them dudes who make the money. Ask Emmanuel Mudiay. So, like, no one can tell me the direction of the organization. We know one thing we all can agree on: we ain't winning shit next year. We ain't winning. So that's why I already started my play hard, get better. All right, I already got into that mind frame. We're not finna win nothing next year. We're not finna compete next year. I'm finna get excited for this little NBA Cup, and that's probably gonna be it.
And wait a minute, how does play hard get better even work with this coach? How does that even work with this coach? Because see now, and the reason why I'm asking that,
you seen it last 3
what
years,
did you?
huh?
Yeah, I know. Now, look at what you just said, Damon. Look at what you just said. What you just laid out. How in the world are you going to get better when people that you draft don't even get a chance to play?
It don't matter.
He playing the people. He playing the people that make the money.
Guess what, John? We developed.
We ain't draft nobody.
Atlanta Hawk basketball. We a forward-thinking organization. We over here developing 10-year veterans to become the MIP.
Say that one more time, Mike.
What are you talking about? What Damon just said?
10-year veterans.
What you were just said about we ain't draft nobody.
You see how crazy that sounds?
I mean,
a 10-year veteran is the MIP. And then look at Buddy. And then Buddy in the chat, where he at? Dirty Bird. Dirty Bird, let me tell you something, my boy. Okay. you and your homies be the one telling me that Jalen Johnson not a number one option. I don't say it. That's why I always say it. I always say this. Hawks fans tell me. Y'all tell me he ain't the number one guy. But y'all be quick to come in here and get into the chat. He's a star. Well, tell your homeboys, then we shouldn't need a number one option in Dirty Bird.
Now, prior to the playoffs, wasn't he the number one option? Because we talked about this Monday night too. Okay,
well, hold on, hold on. The number one option thing is crazy to me, man. You talking about a kid that was literally thrust into the role after his star point guard got traded, man. And actually shine.
He been in the league 5 years.
Did he not shine? Did he not? My question is, did he not shine? How can you not say he's the number one option? That's crazy to me.
RJ, I do got to say this though. First of all, you said thrust.
From
what it said, what it sounded like, he begged for it. That's what the report sounded like. He wanted to be the number one option. He begged for trade to be gone. How did he beg for it? The players meeting. That's from what the report saying. He begged to be the guy.
I never heard that, man. I have to read that article. I never heard that.
But not even just that.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. That what you just said. I don't know if you capping on that one because the not signing Trae Young to that contract with Landry making a promise to him getting that contract before Landry got fired. Jalen Johnson had came out and was saying that he loved playing with, of all those players, he loved playing with Trae Young. That right there, moving off of Trae Young, was basically becoming a surprise to him because the way they were fin to build this team in the beginning of the season, that was not something that he saw coming. It just that once they got ready to move off Trae Young, you know how advertising and marketing have to be. They had to start putting somebody out there to be the brand for the team.
But cool,
and he was just one of the guys who was to be selected. That was to be selected to be the brand for the team, so they can market and advertise for him. And you saw it start extending through the NBA. And when he started,
he did average 19 and 10 the year before.
And he went triple double. It even made it better for him.
I'm gonna say
as what I told y'all, Jalen Johnson, as where he was drafted, was not a guy to be looking at to be a number one team, a number one player to lead this team.
Real quick. Hold on, real quick. Like I said, Hawks fans, okay? Hawks fans tell me that he not a number one option. Okay? Y'all know who y'all are. I don't know why y'all be up in this chat or be on the panel and y'all be talking this. Nah, y'all tell me. I ask y'all all the time, is he a number one option? No, he a number two. And then when I started talking about him like a number two, then some of y'all fans get all y'all get all sensitive. Why y'all talking bad about the whoop, the what, the woo?
Well, Demond, did they change their minds? Did they change their minds during the course of the season about whether he was a number one or not a number one?
No. I mean, no, I'm asking this recently. I've been asking this in the past 30 days because my thing was this. If we win that draft lottery, if we would have gotten in the top 4, my question was always, who do you build a team around?
Jalen Johnson.
The one you get in the top 4 or Jalen Johnson. These Hawk fans on Twitter told me that he not a number one. So I don't know why all of a sudden Dirty Bird and some of these other dudes.
The only person I've ever heard say that was C. Wonder. So I don't know.
Look,
but wait a minute. What I'm asking,
number one, man. If we would have got that top 4 draft, any team with any sense would have started building around that top 5 draft as the number one option.
Let me ask you
the same way they did with Trae Young, the same way they did with Al Horford in those draft picks. They built them as the number one option in those drafts.
But Demond, let me ask you this, Demond.
option? No, Shaq was. So let's not sit up here and pretend like you can't grow into a number one option. If you actually watch,
The only
Shaq
reason
was drafted
bro,
number one option with Orlando.
If Kobe Bryant went to any other team, he would have been the number one option.
Well, he wasn't. When he went to the Lakers, was he the number one option? No,
he was a rookie.
No, okay,
he was a rookie.
RJ,
They didn't view Kobe as the
Shaq
first
already
option.
went to a finals with Penny. He was drafted as the number one option with Orlando Magic.
Lord have mercy.
Shaq was drafted number one option with Orlando Magic.
I can get a word in with this guy.
And then he got Penny Hardaway. And when he asked, you know why he got Penny Hardaway? Because Shaq asked them to go get Penny to play with him. And when he got Penny, they went to the championship and got beat by Houston.
RJ, do you believe if Charlotte knew that if Kobe Bryant would become Kobe Bryant, they would have traded him for Vlade Divac?
Yeah, they are, Ryan. They already knew. Listen. Kobe Bryant stuff was already pre-planned. By the
no, I'm saying if Charlotte knew that.
Charlotte already knew. They here's the thing. They told Kobe Camp told people don't draft him. He going to the Lakers. That's where he want to go. Charlotte drafted him anyway. That's the only reason Kobe fell that far, because they told him don't draft. He want to be a Laker. So Charlotte said, well, you know what? We gonna draft him anyway, and we gonna get something out of the deal. They drafted him on purpose just to trade him to the Lakers, even though everybody already know he wanted to go to the Lakers. Okay, but here's the deal. Here's the thing. Okay. Hawk fans, once again, so I can bring everybody back on track. It don't got nothing. The Kobe
Austin,
Bryant,
I can't hear you.
His situation totally different from what we talk about with Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson was drafted by the Atlanta Hawks. He been an Atlanta Hawk over 5 years. And my point was, Atlanta Hawk fans on Twitter and in this chat be telling me he's not a number one option. And my problem is, I don't understand why y'all not y'all on the panel, but why people in the chat be complaining when we discuss him like he not a number one option. Mainly the homeboy Dirty Bird in the chat crying. Y'all saying like, you don't even think he a number one option, Dirty Bird. So I don't know why you're crying.
Well, can we say this though? The right now and at the start of this season, contrary to what folks might believe, the Atlanta Hawks chose Jalen Johnson as their number one option. They came into the season as such, no matter what y'all think they did roster-wise. I was trying to play, but they took Trey completely off of it. But I know that it had to go find an old show. But I know I had pointed it out like a few games into the season. Jalen Johnson was leading the team in touches by at least 25 touches a game. That's with Trae Young when he was here. So we can debate if we think
thought so
or not. But I'm just saying, bro, like the Atlanta Hawks organization decided coming to this season, bro, that and then when they said young guys, Unzi might have put it plural, but that jump might have been just like really young guy being Jalen. Whatever. We finna go from there or something. So I don't know. Let's just see what happens, bro.
Cause see, Mike, this is why I was asking Demond these questions, because I remember at the beginning of the season, just like you were saying, JJ was considered to be the number one option. Because matter of fact, you're right, Mike. We had a show and we discussed that extensively on that show. Who is the number one option on the team? And
JJ was touching the ball a lot, and then Trey was off the ball and stuff like that or whatever. Like,
okay,
and the reason,
it don't make
John,
sense
the reason,
to me,
the
man.
reason I asked that, John, the reason I asked that, like I said, I'm only asking that because we was going into the lottery, and I wanted to know if we got in the top 4. Do we start building a team around the guy we draft in the top 4 and not Jalen Johnson? And these Hawk fans was telling me he's not a number one. He's a Scottie Pippen. He's not number one. So now, like I said, I just don't understand why people be in the chat crying when y'all sat there and told me numerous times and on X that he not a number one option. I didn't say he wasn't. I'm just relaying what y'all be telling me. Because my whole point is, if y'all don't believe he a number one option, who are we building the team around? You gathering talent Around for who? For what? That's why I said we just gathering parts. What's good, Austin? Did we go to Kool-Aid?
All right, this is the thing, right? It's obvious right now Jalen is the number one option on the Hawks. He's the one they most invested in and everything. My thing is, the question is, can he be the number one option on a championship team? Like Ray Allen was the number one option in Seattle, but he couldn't be the number one option on the championship team.
He wasn't number one in Milwaukee either.
Nah, I think that was a big dog.
Big dog. Big dog one. It wasn't like 1A.
Yeah, 2, so you know what I'm saying? Like it was still two-headed. It wasn't just Ray. Ray just had the biggest name. But so what I'm saying is, I think that's the biggest question is when you need them in the playoffs and to get to the finals, can JJ be the number one option? During the regular season, we know he's the number one option right now.
Yeah.
But do you just settle with that?
We play in transition.
Right. And he's a great player, but can he do that in the postseason? That's the question.
Look at Dirty Bird feeling some type of way.
But
ain't nobody don't nobody talk about Zach like that.
Anybody that said call him.
Don't nobody talk about Zach like that but Matt Dirty Bird. I don't know why y'all be trying to do that nonsense, man. You know what I noticed about some of y'all young fans, man? When your favorite player get held accountable, y'all be feeling some type of way. I kind of noticed that. That's why we not the same. That's why we not the same, bro. That's why when I tell people think I'm crazy, man. I be like, bro, I'll trade anybody, bro, if it's gonna upgrade the team, because I ain't in love with no player. We ain't never won nothing. You know what I'm saying? And here's another thing. I don't know why y'all celebrate. Hey, we beat the Knicks 2 times. Who cares?
Well, everybody in the media seem to care.
Well, go hang the banner up.
That's what everybody keep telling.
Let's put the banner up.
Hey, the Hawks were the only team to beat the Knicks.
But you know what? You know what that means? We the best warm-up team in the NBA.
Well, once again, Dirty Bird.
We the best warm-up team in the
NBA. I know you ain't talking about me, Dirty Bird, because I ain't never want Quinn here to begin with.
Because it looked like every time
y'all always try to fall back to that. Y'all always try to fall back to that. Like I woke up today and was like, fire Quinn because he don't play. I ain't even want Quinn to be here because I told you what was gonna happen. But y'all idiots out there, but DeMond, he run the plays that they run, they so good. He don't win.
What play?
Hey, DeMond.
Let me say this
about that, though, DeMond. They sold us on plays.
But y'all want to sit up here, Will. And here's another thing that separates me from some of y'all, man.
I go after you, Kool-Aid.
I don't care who playbook a coach use. I only care about the result. Did he win? Keep doing it. Keep stealing. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. I don't care that the coach don't have this amazing, but he runs all this, the give it the dribble handoff. They come out. I don't care about all that, bro. I don't care. Because Quinn been here 3 years and he ain't done nothing here. Nothing. And
but he's a genius.
Champion this dude like he be winning. I got 7 years of playoffs in Utah where he don't win. And then,
he's a genius.
And then y'all ain't had nothing to say when we playing game 6 at home. And y'all up here, y'all better go to the gate for what? To be down 60 and y'all be championess? Bro, any other organization would have fired his ass. Down 60 at home in the playoffs, and then y'all be up here caping for this dude. He ain't won nothing. He got the same amount of finals appearances as a head coach we got as an organization.
Y'all hear what Stephen A said.
How the hell is the blind leading the blind? How he gonna tell me how to get to a title? He can't even get past the second round. So how does his way
get to
work?
The second round here?
Y'all always sit here and say he don't got his guys. He been here 3 years. Who else he need?
Kool-Aid turn.
My bad, man.
See, check this out, man. I'm just totally confused. Bro. I'm just totally confused. I have to keep going back to this. We started off the season with KP, Kennard, Nah, and Trae Young with the mindset of this, with Jalen Johnson being on that now, being part of that, and Zachary Richardson Okay, being part of that now, because we ain't got Kispert and we ain't got CJ, so that's why I'm throwing Zach in there with that 5 or that 6 or that 7 players. Okay, and so in that, since we talking about JJ being number 1 with that starting of the season, and no one can tell me with those players that JJ was going to be the number 1 option if that would have been that plan would have been pushed through. It wasn't going to happen.
Kool-Aid.
JJ, I'm just saying. I see it didn't go through. Let me finish. Okay, let me finish. Let me get to my pages, man. Let me get to my pages.
What Mike said was exactly what they did, bro.
Okay. No. Let me get through my pages, man. Let me just finish my scenario. Okay.
When they didn't give him that contract.
Hey, come on, Demar. Let me finish my scenario, then I'll be quiet, man. Let me just finish. That extension, we knew what time it was. Okay. I understand all of that. I get that. Okay. I get that because let me just start. Let me just finish that because to start off the season with that concept and putting them out there was like one of the most stupidest things and one of the most cheating things that you can cheat, throwing at the fans like we finna do something with these guys. When you already had an intention, as from what Mike is saying and everybody's saying, they had the intention in the first place to make JJ our number 1 option.
Well, okay. Real quick, Kool-Aid. That's not necessarily. So I'm not necessarily saying that. Let me finish.
Let me finish. I ain't answering no question. Just let me finish.
No, you're not answering the
now the team changed. No. Listen. So now Quinn gets his team. No. Let me finish. So Quinn gets his team. Y'all get what y'all want. The whole thing come through. Now JJ can't be nothing but the number 1 option. Why? Because you got a whole bunch of backseat riders. That's coming up in here. Only one that could possibly be a number 1 option over JJ is CJ. Okay? And guess what happened? CJ almost came the number 1 option in the playoff. Because guess what Quinn started doing? He started pushing him to be the number 1 option. Okay? Because he likes CJ. If CJ come back next year, guess who Quinn gonna push to be the number 1 option? CJ. So all this stuff about what a JJ and what this team gonna be and what it is, it's screwed up in the first place. Already messed up. There ain't no number 1 option. Don't nobody know what number 1 option is. We can't draft a number 1 option. We can't go get a number 1 option. It's a bunch of little buffooneries and a bunch of little clinks and pieces just stuck together. And it ain't no number 1 option. Okay. Cool. Until Unsee do the right thing, I'm gonna go back again as president. Go get that manager who's gonna fire this Quinn so you can go and get a number 1 option.
I don't even understand how that make any damn sense.
I'm still
real quick.
Anyway,
real quick, just to what I was saying. All right, we can go back. All right, so the beginning of the season, we'll say what? Let's pick the October month, right? They moved them off the team. They got the players or whatever adjusted because we made moves. But this is gonna show you October touch averages for the team when you look at players. We go down to Jalen Johnson. He's at 74.4 in October. That's the start. You go for him real quick into say November. I think what you call it might not have what month did Trey get her in?
November,
October, right?
Like late October.
No, the season started what? September,
November.
No,
the season started October.
The season starts in October. It was like the 4th game.
Season started in October
against Brooklyn.
Okay, all right, cool. So anyway, he was at 73. So let's see what you call it because I know he was above him though. And then when he come back though, or he only played 4 games.
It was like early February.
Like 3 games.
He got traded. He got traded in February, I think.
Now, I know he got traded in February, but he was hurt before, and he came back.
Yeah, he didn't come back until February somewhere.
All right, cool. Right here, he had 63 for October. That's at October. And like I said, JJ was at what? in October, say just saying the first month, October.
You said it was 70 something in October and
I think
went
so,
down
right?
to 60 something in November.
It was 74.4. All right, so 10 more. Dyson, I want to say, because I think double on Dyson was all right. Dyson was 50 because I know the top four basically was always top three was JJ, Trey, and Dyson, of course, and then it started and now crept into it, of course, as you can see, and then it like as you continue to look at it, touches, it's like heavily one way though with our team though, of course, and which is y'all watch us, you can guess the players or whatever. That's all crazy. But anyway, man, my main thing, Kool-Aid, is just was saying. I get what you're saying, Kool-Aid. Nobody in a sense was calling it. I'm just saying it's like I just remember like our first game, bro, and then the second game too. I just remember really like and being on here talking with her. I'm like, bro, like how are we playing? And then like kind of being frustrated. But I'm like, bro, like why everything going through JJ? And I remember saying like, well, then what's the point of having Trey if you're gonna sit here and do everything through JJ or whatever? Like watching the crap, bro. Like, I don't know, man. They came into the season like I said, in my opinion, like literally putting the ball in JJ hands a whole lot, man. And it was obvious and noticeable. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I know I didn't necessarily. I wasn't saying I called that crap or something like that. Or I just watching it from game one and just like, dang, JJ is heavily used. That's all, and that was with Trey. I mean, short-lived, but it was with Trey.
It was beginning of January when Trey got traded, January 7th.
Well, all right, but it'd be skewed with him getting hurt though. I mean, let me see. I look at it because I know in like November, JJ was at 90 something.
Yeah, because Trey got hurt the 5th game of the season against Brooklyn. He only played 7 minutes.
Yeah, in November, Jalen is at 91.5 in November.
Now,
but Westbrook could not been playing the whole time.
As I remember last year. All right, when Trey got hurt, it automatically went to either JJ as being the number one option or Dyson Daniels touching the ball more. Because Dyson Daniels going to have bukus of touches, but no shots. He going to have bukus of touches when you look at those figures of everything. Well, ain't going to be no shots. And everybody, as I remember, now y'all correct me if I'm wrong, everybody was saying that JJ was the number one option. This is JJ's team. You remember that? Y'all remember that? They were saying it was JJ's team until CJ got here. All right. Then in the playoffs, when JJ, you couldn't find his heart, you couldn't find his head, you couldn't find JJ nowhere on the floor.
It was his first playoff experience.
Ryan,
see,
hold on.
You forget Ryan.
This is the thing. This is the thing. That may have been his first playoff experience, but the point that I am making is that JJ was the number one option prior to coming into the play. Well, no, I can't say that because see, CJ had come in because you remember Larry came on and said, get rid of CJ because JJ was deferring to him. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Larry was 38 hot about that because JJ started deferring to CJ. Now, was that a coach's instruction or was that JJ just not asserting himself as the player that he was supposed to be, supposedly touted to be, supposedly people were pumping him up to be? Then, then on top of that,
green light, CJ, green light.
Then on top of that, in the playoffs, JJ went away. He wilted.
Still averaged 19 and 7.
He went away. He wilted. Averages and being the number one option, those two different doggone things. A 19-point average does not speak number one option to me. 19 points as an average. Oh, that's a good game for a player. But number one option, taking over the team, being the lead scorer, because my definition, and we asked about the definitions of a number one option last time we talked, is a person that you put the ball in their hands and they take over, just like a Shea Gilgeous, just like a Cat, presumably, just like a Brunson.
Jalen Johnson shot 31 times last night.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
They haven't been playing in a month, Kool-Aid.
I think he meant Jalen Williams.
Hear me out on this though, man.
Okay.
Can you not give a young man a chance though? Can you not give a young 24-year-old man a chance to actually be the guy? You want to throw him out there? Hey, son, go get me 35 points. I need 5.
Thank you, RJ.
Downs. I need triple doubles. This dude's 24 years old.
How much money that 24-year-old making?
It don't matter.
How old is Dylan Harper? How old is Dylan Harper?
Yes, it does.
Hey, RJ.
Yes, it does.
Hey, RJ, here's my
It
thing.
really doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Hold on. Here's my thing, RJ.
You a pro.
Here's my thing. All that he just started, that shit don't fly, bro. Because here's the thing. Because here's the thing. When Ant-Man got drafted and they made the playoffs, I didn't hear Minnesota fans say, "Oh, that's just his first." No, they was like, "We expect him to." I'm using them because everybody loves Ant-Man, so I'm using him because guess what? What you know what? I won't even use that. I'm gonna say this.
Use Trae Young.
Hold up. Championship.
Use Trae Young.
Championship organizations, their fan base, they don't put up with bullshit like that. Them motherfuckers, like the Lakers, they got LeBron and Luka, and they expect to win a championship. They won, and when LeBron and them go out there and they don't put up numbers and don't win, them Laker fans be on them boys. Be like, hey, nuh-uh, we don't accept that here. Now here's the thing with Jalen Johnson, right? I would rather hear fans say, you know what, he didn't do good in the playoffs. Instead of coming up with excuses. Well, he young. He's not young. He's been in the league 6 years. He's been to the playoffs. He's been to the playoffs. I'm gonna tell you what you should be
not
saying.
In this capacity.
No, here's your
not
problem.
In this capacity?
Here's your problem. Fans never seen real pressure on Jalen Johnson, and I said it in the playoffs. It's a different ball game. And here's the thing I respect about Trae Young. It's a whole different ball game when they game planning for your ass.
We know that.
They don't game plan for Jalen Johnson. They did this year, and you saw what happened.
But that's anybody, though. That's anybody.
What?
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
They game plan to stop Shea. They game plan to stop Jalen Brunson. They game plan to stop all these other numbers.
And that's why you need your guys around you to step
Hold on. So Damon, you agree that Jalen's not a number one? You agree?
I think that Jalen Johnson. I think Jalen Johnson. He is lacking. He lacking two things.
Because the way you talking, you agree. Because I've been saying that he's not a number one.
I was talking.
Oh, see, I thought now Tank is what I've said. He wasn't number one.
I say Jalen's number one.
Because the Tank was not a number one. Because if Tank was listening, he would have heard me say, "I'm relaying what Hawks fans have told me." Tank is trying to start shit. But here's the two things that Jalen Johnson lacked for me that he needs to fix for me to consider him a number one option. One, he got to be able to score out of the half court. That's the major thing he got to do. He can't score out of the half court. In a regular season, it looks good because guess what? Yeah. We in transition. We run.
What did everybody up here say in the playoffs? You needed a point guard to run half court offense. Every last one of y'all said that.
Yeah,
every last one of y'all said that.
Right. You know why we said that?
To run half court offense. But you just said you needed him.
You know why we said that, RJ? You know why we said that? Because our point guard couldn't get shit done in the playoffs.
That's because you needed a point guard.
No, because we put the ball in his hands like we did the whole year. We put the ball in his hands the whole year. Mike just read you all the usage that he had the whole year.
Yes, but it wasn't. You're talking about half-court offense here, man.
Let's not act like when we get to, no, what I'm telling you is this. He got exposed in the playoffs because we don't run half-court stuff. We play fast because I believe the coach knows he can't go out in the half-court. It is true. Why you
Yo,
think
did he get exposed or
we
did
were second in pace this year?
Demond, you were good till you said coach.
Tank,
You were good till you said coach.
Daniels? Do you not get any fact to the fact that Dyson Daniels, they sacked off Dyson the whole time? It's hard for anyone to get to
Well, hey Darren, fans told me it don't matter when Dyson on the court. It don't matter. None of that matters because of the impact that he leaves. So none of that matters.
Yo, he has an impact on the defensive end, but we can't sit here and
that's not what Hawk fans told me. Hawk fans told me he leaves it, he makes an impact and he doesn't affect spacing, none of that. That's what Hawk fans told me.
Do you agree?
Niggas like
do you agree?
Niggas like Tank.
Do you agree?
Tank tell me stuff like that. Niggas like Tank be telling me that.
Man, Tank be trolling, man.
Tank liable to say any damn thing.
Tank be like this. But Demond, what about his impact? You don't like the impact, huh, Demond?
Tank has one job. Take him for Quinn.
He do provide
That's his only
impact.
job. Take him for Quinn.
You can't ignore that. He do provide impact.
Let me say this, man.
So what I'm saying,
hey,
Darian,
Tank, I'm firing Quinn. I'm firing.
Talking to people like
we're not
Tank,
doing that. We're not doing that.
See, Darian, when you talk to people like Tank, none of that stuff matters because Dyson does no wrong on the floor.
Yo, I'm a Dyson fan, but I also can't deny that when he's on the offensive end in the playoffs, and you got time to game plan for him not being able to shoot and leave someone in the middle to help off of him and guard everyone. Yo, I mean, it's hard for anyone to get a shot like that.
Not according to Tank and the other Dyson Daniels supporter. They said it don't matter. Matter of fact, I never said that though. I never said that. I had a Hawk fan tell me.
Hey,
I had a
your
Hawk fan
defense,
tell
Larry
me.
was the one that said that. Larry,
I never said that. Hey, Jerry,
I never said that though.
I had a Hawk fan tell me that non-shooters does not affect spacing on the floor. That's what I was told.
No, I never said that.
But
that's what I was told. I'm just saying. I'm just relaying you.
But that's what people believe. That's what people believe. Because see, look. This five is always on the floor, starting on the floor. You got CJ, you got JJ, you got Naw, you got Dyson Daniels, and Double O. All right. Dyson Daniels can't shoot from no place. All right.
4 feet.
Then you got Double O that only have one spot on the floor that he can shoot from. One freaking spot.
3.
You're not gonna get any. You're not gonna get no rebound. Huh?
Well, he can't get rebounds because he on the perimeter because Dyson.
That's my well. See, that's what I'm saying.
That's why Dyson
so
get all the rebounds because he already under the basket.
So you've got two players that nobody even has to check. Out of those 5, you got 2 players that nobody even has to check. So guess what?
Dyson,
they are free.
No, they got to guard
Double O.
Double O shoot 30.
You have to guard Double O. Double O's a
hold up.
No, they guard O at that 3-point line. They guard him.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
No, can I finish? Can I finish?
3-point shooter on like 5 attempts a night.
I don't look. I would let Double O shoot every damn shot he get out there. I let him shoot every damn shot. Yeah, go 40, O.
That's what he gonna do.
Go 40, O. O can't score no.
If you
the man can't even jump to look, Demond. The man can't even jump 2 times in the same spot within 3 seconds of the first jump. I let that joker shoot.
Come on now.
No, Double O can't jump.
Yes, he can. He can jump.
No, he can't. No, he can't. Double O has to get Double O from a standing start cannot jump. He has to get a running start and jump at the basket from about a mile away. That joker coming like the damn rhino in them old Spider-Man movies. Head down.
That's true.
And he jump up. But standing from a standing start, the man cannot jump up 2 times in a row. He jumped one time and then he threw.
That's not how you get his points. He get his points at the 3-point line.
No. That's what I'm saying.
No. He got good touch around the basket too. Don't do that.
No, he don't.
From 3 against the Knicks.
Yes, he does.
No, he don't.
He shot 45.
Look.
From 3.
You know what Double O does under the basket?
Open at that 3 if you want to. He gonna
Yeah,
be-
I leave him open. I make him win the game.
If they left 00 open at 3-point line, we'd be watching the Hawks in the damn championship instead of watching.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
Shit, me.
No, you won't.
00 shoot 37% from 3 on like 5 attempts a night. That
He
dude
did 45 in the playoffs.
exactly.
On
Thank
5
you.
attempts. Wait a minute. How many attempts a night, Demond? 5.
That's a lot.
That's a
For a
lot.
big, that's a lot.
For a big?
For your center, that's a lot.
What other big shoot 5 attempts a night from 3?
Demond, just 10 years ago, that was a lot for a point guard.
Yeah, like,
But it's not now. But no. See, y'all sit up here, y'all try to justify OB in here by that old pitiful wind up chair unfold shot that he shoots from 3 points. And all you got to do, and the crazy part about it, all you got to do is run at him. He won't even shoot it.
John,
you run at him, he won't even shoot it.
Scoring the basketball.
Tank, am I right? Am I right or wrong, Tank?
No, you're wrong. John,
am I right or wrong, Tank?
John, you are the king of always talking about scoring the basketball. You need to score. You need to score. You gotta sit out here shooting threes, and now you talking about, oh man, them threes don't mean a damn thing.
RJ, you got
No. I did not say that. But I did not say that. I said that I would leave O out there shooting 3-pointers all night long because he won't hit no more than around about 3 or 4 of them.
Man, you out your mind.
O might be.
I might be, but I'm telling you, double O ain't no threat. Who's scared of double O?
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right
now. Who's scared of double O?
Y'all might be guarding
them teams that they guarding them.
Nobody's scared of double O.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you
nobody's scared of double O.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right
man,
now. Double O.
Shoot, double O is an afterthought. Double O is an afterthought.
Hey, double O was your most consistent player in that Knicks series.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, and what were the point totals in that consistency?
Man, you talking about one game, man.
12.5. He averaged like 16 points.
No. Yeah, about 16 freaking points.
No, he averaged 12.
16 freaking points.
16 points from your big, like that ain't shit. What are we talking about?
What you talking about?
When you got hold up. When you got a Joker that's capable of scoring 30, 35 points, when you got when you got a cat that's capable of scoring 30, 35 points, when you got a Joel Embiid, has the capability of scoring 30, 35 points. 16 points don't mean that.
Embiid done for because what he doing?
That don't mean that.
Playoff this year. Embiid ain't do shit in the playoff this year.
John, but that's not his.
No. Well, I'm not talking about what he did in the playoffs. I'm talking about his capability. Embiid is somebody that you have to try to check. Cat is somebody that you have to try to check.
But what I'm telling you is this: Embiid actually played in the playoff this year. He didn't do shit.
But he had
2
games.
He was hurt.
He had 2 games where he dominated.
He was hurt.
Yeah, he had 2 games.
He dominated the games that he was very healthy and he dominated those games.
He dominated.
He put up 30 points on one of the first games he played in.
They lost 4-0.
He was hurt. Played, and guess what? He lost every game he played.
4-0, guys. 4-0.
Okay.
He didn't lose until he got to New York Knicks.
You see what they doing? And now I'm talking about a particular player. They done expanded it to the team.
The reason why Philadelphia
they doing that amoeba defense. They doing that amoeba defense.
The reason why Philadelphia beat the Boston Celtics.
They didn't win one game in the second round.
DeMond is the king of not adding context to any situation.
But Now they playing that amoeba defense on him.
Embiid was the reason why they beat the Boston Celtics. Embiid just wasn't very healthy going into that game against the New York Knicks after beating up on the Celtics.
And if I'm not mistaken,
they lost 4-0.
And if I'm not mistaken, my point was the potential impact that player has on the game. Because Embiid has a reputation that he will take over a game, but Double O does not.
Double O in the same name.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
It's not even comparable.
How y'all gonna put Double O in the same name of an MVP?
See, that's what I'm talking
it
about.
don't even match, man. Y'all keep believing y'all sitting up here trying to
brought him up.
like Double O. MB,
I brought him
come
up.
back next year and y'all have Double O. He gonna put Double O in the basket with the ball.
And Double O can't even check it.
First of all,
we don't even expect
Double O can't even check it.
Ain't no y'all Kool-Aid. It's John. John did that.
We
Say
don't
John.
Yeah, I did.
Say y'all.
We need Double O
John.
to do more than Josh Hart. We don't need that's.
And John,
not
you
his
know
role.
what? Your knees are probably better than Joel Embiid's right now, man. Get out of here, man. Joel Embiid can sit his old crickety knees ass down, man.
He can't do nothing now because he owed another $60 million. For
RJ, you
Right.
said, but he still played more games than Porzingis.
Hey, yes, he did. Mr. Potts himself. Mr. Potts himself.
We could have used him this year.
All those accolades that y'all were talking about, that man ain't been past the conference finals. He only got to the conference
That's
finals.
what I'm saying, Derry. He ain't won nothing. He ain't done shit.
I watched my Atlanta Hawks beat that ass in 2021. I can tell you that.
What's up,
The point is that Double O is not MB.
Hey, Tank.
Well, we know that.
Nobody
We
said
ain't
that.
talking about that. We
His
talking
name is
about Double O,
Double
man.
O.
Double O, you know what Double O is. Double O is not a center.
John,
We gotta get this in y'all head. When everybody understand that Double O is not a center, we'll do better.
Hey, Kool-Aid, hold up, Kool-Aid. That was me. That was me.
John, don't be trying to come at everybody. We ain't do it.
Right.
Now, Tank, what you want? Tank wanted to lie about something. Go ahead, Tank.
Troll him.
Queen finna sign a 5-year contract. They were Tank.
Hey, hold on. Tank wanted to lie about something, y'all. Go ahead, Tank.
I wasn't gonna lie. I was gonna ask you about the draft, but I wasn't gonna lie. I was gonna ask you about the draft.
What's up? What's up with the draft? What's up?
Hold up, real quick, Tank, before you say something. Real quick,
Go ahead.
Amon, you said something earlier in the show that this is our last year giving San Antonio a pick. We give them one next year too.
No, I thought
so which one is the swap?
27.
Say what?
This should be the last year. They get the
Next
pick.
draft is the last one.
Right, coming up. Not this one
Yeah,
right now, but
2027.
Okay. Next year.
Yeah.
After next season.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tank. Troll him. Troll him.
Tank, what up? What you want to know about the draft, man? I'm your draft guru right here for We Talk Hawk. What's up?
You're not a draft guru.
I'm telling you, I'm on point, man. Y'all want to hear a hot take? Hot take. Hot take. Dave Moore will not go top 10. Hot take.
Yes, he will. Dave Moore is
we'll
going top 10. I promise you, he's going top 10.
What's up?
And he's
Tank?
going to the Hawks. If the Hawks got if a Dave Moore is,
I'm so sure we're not taking more.
If
Tank.
he's on the clock at 8,
let's put some money
if he's
on
on
it.
the clock at 8, I
Let's
guarantee
put
they're
some money
gonna
on it. Let's put some money
I'm
on it.
not, no, I'm not putting a man. I'm not.
You don't believe?
I'm telling you,
that's what I be talking about. See,
I'm not putting a man. But
hey, Derek, you see how easy it is? Hey, Derek, you see how easy it is to believe in what they say? They'll come up here and talk. Hey, look, hey, Derek, hey, Derek, you have to come up here.
Yes, I would. I would take. I would take.
I
would take him. I would.
They come up here and they run their mouth and you be like, put some money on it. Tank be like, nah, man, I don't believe that shit I just said. I'm bullshit.
You talking about like, but Tank, here's the idea that you got to get in your mind. Like at number 8,
we're not taking
y'all act like these. Y'all act like these guys grow on trees or something, man. Like y'all act like these guys come out every year. Like these guys come out every year.
I'm gonna tell you why I got. A
these
Dave
point guards
Mora.
come out every season, bro.
I got a Dave Mora ranked 11 to 14. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, one, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't have him ranked as a top 10 prospect. One, they didn't run no offense through him. He was not an offensive hub. They ran everything through the other guy and the Yaxel kid and the other kid. Okay, two, he can only play 23 minutes a night. Why? Because of his conditioning. His conditioning is not good. That's why he didn't play that many minutes at Michigan. Here's another reason. He's a junior in college. So what does that mean? I go back and look at his first 2 years in college. He was a bum in UCLA. I'm going to keep it real. He did nothing at UCLA. Look at his numbers. I ain't got to lie. Hold up. I'm giving you reasons. Hold up, Tank. Let me finish. Tank. Let me finish. Hold up. I'm telling you why. Tank, I'm telling you why I don't have him ranked as a top 10 prospect. Another reason. He's a career 3 years in college. He's a career 57% free throw shooter. That's a career. Not an outlier. It ain't like he shot 71 year and had a 50. Go look at UCLA 2 years in the 50s. Michigan this year, 57%. He can't shoot the basketball. Here's another thing. Go watch any game that he play. When he go against a guy, they don't got to be as tall as him, but a guy with some size on him, with some weight on him. Watch how they push him off the block. They push him. You know why? Because he's tall. He's not strong. He don't got a strong base. So I don't have him. This is what I have him run. I have him, to me, Maury is a guy that you draft, and like seriously, if the Hawks took him, I expect them to see him in College Park. That's what I expect to see him get some burn in College Park.
At 8?
For real.
At 8?
They're not taking him at 8.
He is not a top.
Well, anything we get in the draft is gonna be in College Park, bro. It ain't top 5.
So you can have Dyson Daniels. Tank, you gonna have Dyson Daniels, a bad free throw shooter and a non-shooter, out there with Mora, who has 0 face-up game, and he can't shoot threes, and he can't guard on the perimeter. Okay. And he got conditioning issues. He can't shoot free throws, so you can't even have him on the floor when the game on the line because he shoot like Mitchell Robinson with the free throws.
I'll tell you this too, Tank. If you
telling me everything I just told you in your head when you look at that. Now listen, what I'm about to say. All what I just told you, right? And you look at all the other players mocked in the top 10, all those guards, mainly is guards, mocked in the top 10, and you telling me that Mara is better than those guards. We're not even counting the top 4 dudes. We already know them. But the Kingston Flemings, the Mikal Browns, A-Cub, you telling me Mara is a better player, a better prospect, a better talent, a better player to build around than those guys? That's what you telling me?
And Tank, if you believe in Dyson Daniels, you're gonna need a guy next to him that can actually shoot.
It's a reason why. It's a reason why. It's a reason why. If you are a Dyson Daniels fan, it's a reason why you should be a Double O fan, because Double O allows Dyson to stay on the court until he can find this 3. I'm gonna tell you who'll be good with Dyson Daniels though, Tank. The boy Heinz Steinbach, because he can shoot the ball, so he can almost replace exactly what Double O doing. He's a legit. He's 6'11" without
undersized. He's undersized. I
didn't know 6'11" was undersized, bro.
15.
How tall is Jalen Duren? Is he 7 feet?
He's not as big as Jalen Duren.
Hold on. Is Jalen Duren 7 feet? Is Jalen Duren 7 feet? Because he about to get 200 plus. He about to get 200 plus million.
Hey, Demond, real quick, yo,
Steinbach on 225.
If Jaden Quaintance, if his medicals check out, would you draft him 8?
No, not at 8.
The only way I would take Jaden Quaintance, I wouldn't take him 8. I would, if he's on my radar, I would try to get the deal with Oklahoma City or somebody and trade back. But here's the thing: I need my medical team to check his medicals, and when he come do the private workout, we checking his shit when he come in there, and I'm gonna run him through drills to see if his knees swell back up.
But guys, you can't deny this team need a true point guard though, man.
No, you cannot deny that this team.
You don't really. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. RJ, here's the deal. Right? If you get one of the good guards, right, at 8, okay, you put him with Dyson Daniels. Okay, now we'll say let's say not taking A-Cuff because people don't like his defense. Okay, no A-Cuff. Say you take Braden Burries, one of these guys who has the size for the position, but can defend, right? But he can actually shoot and score the ball, right?
Right.
You put him up there with Dyson Daniels, right? Or you could run him. You could run him. I'm just using Burries as an example because his measurables fit. If you put Burries, Dyson at small forward, right? That's your perimeter defender right there.
Dude,
so your rim protection. So your rim protection isn't. You don't really need a super duper rim protector as a starter.
Yes.
Look at the Knicks. Cat is the tallest starter. Mitchell Robinson comes off the bench. But guess what? They got Hart, they got Bridges, and you got OG. Those 3 defend the perimeter.
Yeah.
We don't have 3 dudes who can defend the perimeter like that.
I was going to ask you, just seeing the Knicks
Bro, we don't have any
Knicks
bigs.
in the way that
Period.
Jalen Brunson can't
The Knicks
guard.
got bigs. The
Does
Hawks
that,
got
does
no
that
bigs.
change your mind about maybe drafting the A-Cuff since he can't guard as well?
I never, you know what, Darian? I never really had an issue with Trey.
I don't have an issue with
I'm gonna
A-Cuff.
use Trey Young, right? I never really had an issue with Trey Young as far as defending. Here's my thing about when we had Trey, and I'm saying Trey as a short guard, right? My issue was this: I had an issue with the coach because I wanted the coach. Well, Nate did it. I wanted Quinn Snyder to tell Trey Young, just guard your man. Guard him. It's a reason. It's a reason Trey didn't just play free safety on his own. Somebody told him to sit down there and just. That's why his ass got hurt anyway, being down in the paint where he ain't supposed to be. He's supposed to be on the perimeter chasing somebody.
Exactly.
I'll tell you
that was the coach's call.
But since the coach had him playing free safety, it looked crazy.
And
right,
now we gotta blame the coach for Trey Young getting hurt because he was down there.
No, I'm blaming the coach, but here's the thing, Tank. A lot of coaches, Quinn's not the only one who does that. A lot of coaches do that. They try to hide the star. When I wish Quinn would have just told Trey, guard your guy. I don't care if they score. Run around and chase
that injury was a freak accident, though. We can't blame that because of that.
Well, no, I'm saying he got injured because he was somewhere where he's not supposed to be down there trying to get a damn rebound.
Hey, but Darren, I would tell you this with A-Cuff. Hold on. I'll tell you this with A-Cuff.
I'll take A-Cuff right now.
Pounds. That's why I would
say you love Tank love himself some Quinn on. You can protect Quinn in all kind of ways.
Yeah, because y'all you hate him. You hate him so much. I'm gonna protect him. You hate him so much.
That boy Quinn lover. Boy,
you a Quinn.
God dang.
Darian, if A-Cuff falls to number 8, the Hawks need to run up there and snatch him up, man. A-Cuff is almost 200 pounds. I know.
Because let me tell you something. You know what the Hawks really miss too. You know what the Hawks are really lacking. We lack name recognition. You don't have that star player that's known by casual fans.
Bro, Damon, we just went through this with Trey Young. Why we gotta go through this? This is Trey Young,
because
bro.
A-Cuff checks all those boxes.
We just went through this, bro.
A-Cuff.
No,
bro. I would move up and go get A-Cuff at 5 if I had to.
Bro, the Hawks are not doing that. They're not gonna take
I would do that. You know what?
I'm
I'm gonna tell you something, Darian.
Yeah,
you get A-Cuff automatically putting you on TV.
Bro, they're not trading up for A-Cuff, bro.
I didn't say that. I said, listen, Tank. Listen, I said I would. I didn't say the Hawks are going to do that.
Tank,
I'm gonna tell you what the Hawks going to do, Tank. They probably, if I'm betting money, they probably gonna be at 8 and they gonna take a guard. I bet you money they don't take.
I might be right. You might be right on that. I won't be mad if they take the guard. I won't be mad, but they're not gonna take A-Cuff.
It's good. A lot of Hawk fans are reaching for the low hanging fruit. Okay, I didn't hear no Hawk fan talk about more at UCLA.
They're not going to take
He was there for 2 years. Let me tell you something.
So what guard would they get right there?
He's a late bloomer.
He's a late bloomer. Let me tell you something. Right? His teammate is better than him. But guess what? Yaxel. But guess what? He's gonna go late. You know why he's gonna go later than Mara? I mean, you know why he's gonna go later than some of these other prospects that he probably is better than? It's because he's older and he's been in college for like 4 years.
And he only went back for those 4 years because those NIL deals. He only went back because of those deals, by the way.
All the top 4 dudes, you think that's top 4? Guess what?
One and done.
They one and done.
Quinn want him a center, dog. I don't know what y'all talking about.
But guess what, Tank? Guess what? Here's the thing.
Quinn want a contract.
Hey, Tank. Hey, Tank, you missed this part of the discussion, Tank. You missed this part of the discussion. Now that Ansi is the president, he might be the one making all the G calls now. Quinn might not got.
That's true. I agree with
that. Because guess what? How come these other coaches got extensions already?
Yeah.
What you trying to say?
There's something to it. It's definitely something to it.
Quinn is coming. It's on the way. It's on the way. Don't worry. It's on the way.
It don't take that long to get an extension.
Bro, Tank, if you my guy, Tank, Tank,
they just haven't announced it yet. They just haven't announced it yet. That's all it is.
Tank, if you the GM and you believe in me as the coach, what are you waiting on?
Hold on. So are you trying to say that Ansi don't really believe in Quinn? Is that what you're trying to say?
What I'm saying is this: I believe since Ansi has become the president, I believe that Ansi has all the power now. I don't think Quinn has as much power as he did 1 year ago or 2 years ago when Landry was here. I think with Ansi, when Ansi was not the president, okay, he had, I think, remember, let's keep it real. Ansi wasn't the first choice of Tony Wrestler, okay, to be the GM. He was not the first choice, because if he was, he would have hired him real quick. He was looking for a president. And here's the thing, Tank, let me throw this at you before you say something, so you know this whole thing. Watch this. And I said it earlier. Watch this. So when Bob Myers calls Ansi and say, remember the report came out saying Bob Myers wanted to interview Ansi Saylor, right? What the Hawks say?
Nope.
Guess what? Nope. I bet you money. I will put money that Ansi went to Tony Wrestler and said, well, I need to be the president with power, or I'm just going to quit, and I'm going to go up there and work with my boy Bob Myers anyway, because Bob Myers was going to make him the president. You know why the Hawks told him no? Because they knew if Ansi went up there, he wasn't coming back. He was going to be working for the Sixers. That's why the Hawks said no. They denied it. One. Then you promote him to president. Why? Because Ansi had leverage. So now, once again, let me add this. I'm just on the outside looking in, putting 2 and 2 together. But if I'm in Ansi's situation and I'm working for you, and my boy, remember, Ansi and Bob already worked together. They cool. And my boy called me and say, hey, Damon, you want to be the president of the Sixers? Hell yeah. Let me ask, can I interview you? They say no. Hey, Tank, hey, my boy, I couldn't interview you. The Hawks said no. You know, the first thing I'm doing, I'm going to the owner. Well, since you said no, I need to be the president of basketball operations here, or I'm just going to quit. And guess what happened when he quit? Well, guess where he's going to go? You know where he's going to go. So my point is this. I believe it doesn't really matter what Quinn wants now. It may have been that way, right? But I believe now with Ansi having the president of basketball operations, with Ansi being the president of basketball operations, I believe that he probably also mentioned to Tony Wrestler, I need to be the end all of basketball in Atlanta, outside of the owner.
So okay. So now you're saying that. So you're saying that since now he has his role now, since Ansi has his role, now his mind has changed. Now he has complete control of this whole team. Now he can make decisions. Hey, do I still want this coach or not? Maybe I want to get rid of him. I want to get a new coach.
Right. Because here's the thing, Tank. If he extends, and we discussed it earlier, if he extends Quinn Snyder 3 years, he's stuck with him. Yep. How many GMs really get to go through 3 coaches or 2 coaches? A lot of GMs don't really get to go through multiple coaches. Yeah, so if he hires him, what usually coaches get 5-year deals in the NBA. If he give him a 5-year deal, Ansi is tying himself to Quinn Snyder. I believe. Okay, now let's remember. Didn't Ansi come out and say, yeah, we locked in with Trae Young like this with the contract? We locked in. Remember all that? And guess what happened? They trade him. So I believe Ansi, because now once again, now I'm putting this me if I was in charge. I'm getting my general manager and I'm getting my coach who I want to be tied to. So if the shit don't work, I can blame myself and say, you know what, I got my own guys, and the shit just didn't work. Instead of saying, you know what, I was stuck with this dude, because Travis Slink basically was stuck with Nate McMillan. He didn't really have a say. He had to resign Nate McMillan. Why? Because the owner wanted him to. That's why the Hawks didn't interview nobody for that coaching position when we went to the Eastern Conference Final in 21. He didn't even interview anybody. How do I know that? Because me and Matt and this young boy analyst, if y'all didn't know, Matt used to be a big Travis Slink fan. And I used to be like, well, why Travis just don't go interview nobody right now? Because he can't, because the owner wanted Nate McMillan here. Watch this, Tank. Want to hear something else crazy? Watch this. Remember we were looking for a president of basketball?
Yeah.
Nothing ever crossed your mind why Elton Brand interviewed for the position and then immediately the following next day he pulled his name out of it? So a guy wanted to be a president of basketball.
Yep.
And then you interview, and then you pull your name out. Why? The only reason you pull your name out, in my opinion, is because they got some restrictions on you. So they probably said, yeah, you could be hired. Or they probably ask you, what's your plan? How you gonna lead the organization? And then you say, well, I would do A, B, C, D, and the owner be like, well, you can't do this. This gonna be your coach, right? This is your coach right here. You don't have no say in this.
It might not have been this gonna be your coach, John. I spoke on the whole honesty thing. By the way, what's going on? Y'all?
Yeah, what up? But you know what I mean. I'm just basically trying to say it's limitations, right?
Absolutely.
Why we didn't have when he was looking for a president of basketball operations, right, Tank? Why you don't go get? Didn't Tony Wrestler say something to the effect like he trying to get like the best people or something? He said something like that to some effect like that. Why did I go get Bob Myers? Remember, people were saying Bob Myers doing TV. Where he at right now? Philadelphia 76ers.
What's his role in Philly?
He's like they own multiple like sports stuff. They know the Sixers.
He control the Sixers and all that. Like he can make a decision.
Yeah, but he is like the overall ball.
Joe Gibbs,
the Devils. So what he was going to do is he was going to bring Ansi up to be the president. Where's Brandon Graham at right now? Chicago, right?
Chicago.
What's his job in Chicago?
He's a GM, man.
What was he in Atlanta?
Was he assistant? I don't think he was an assistant, was he?
He was the technically his title had him higher than Ansi, right? Because remember he was the assistant GM in New Orleans. So they had to get him to lead New Orleans and work under Ansi. Because I'm assuming Ansi was probably trying to get more experience, get guys he knew to come on his team to help him. Soon as Chicago opened up, Brandon Graham was gone. You telling me you don't think Ansi was gonna be up out of here? I would put money he would have left. Yeah, I think if he would have went to talk to Bob Myers, it's a wrap. Bob Myers,
the only way he leaves if they gave more money. That's the only way he leaves.
He just got to quit.
No, it's not about it's about position. Like
he can quit. All he got to do is
quit.
Okay. Yeah, all he got to do is say, you know what? I don't want to be the GM for the Atlanta Hawks. I quit.
So
that contract, the contract gets voided, right? Because it's executives not like players. You don't own their rights. You know what I'm saying? You can just quit. And then you go to another gig. The only thing is you just don't get your money from that contract, right? So he could have just quit, went up there, been the president. That's why all of a sudden, just out of the blue, he's the president of basketball operations for Atlanta. Because guess what? Tony Wrestler could have made him the president anytime. Am I right or wrong?
But it was coming. It was coming though.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
I don't think.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
I don't think it was coming.
No, it wasn't. It was never coming. It was never coming.
It would have been
eventually if the work he was doing.
What happened?
They would have known we got to promote him
because Tony Russell hired a firm to go interview all these guys. We was tied in. We was linked with Bob Myers. We was linked with Masai Ujiri. Listen, and the two dudes I just named, all of a sudden now they in different organizations, but we couldn't get it. All of a sudden. I don't know. Okay,
just like that.
I mean, Masai never leave Toronto. Bob Myers love TV. Gone.
And you see what Masai did? He let J Kidd go quick. Gone.
J Kidd quit. He quit.
No, Kidd quit.
Kidd quit because he wanted the position. He quit.
Right. Yeah.
He wanted that role.
Yeah, he wanted that. Yeah,
he quit.
He quit Dallas. Yeah, because he wanted to get promoted up to that position.
Okay.
But Dallas said, we not stupid. We're going to go get a professional who's won a championship, who's built a championship team. We not finna sit here and watch you waste Cooper Flag Prime trying to do some Landry Fields nonsense. Let's go get a champion, a guy who built a championship team. And you know what, Tank? You ever notice the Hawks never do that? When the last time who was in Atlanta front? Think about every person you ever heard in the Atlanta Hawks front office, right? How
you can't say never tried it. Like
Well, okay, watch this. Watch this. Who was your last GM who was a championship general manager when they got here?
Damon, let me say this. You always say this, man. Y'all always talking about go get a championship guy. You're not a champion until you're a champion.
Thank you. Thank you. You always say that. I'll be saying the same thing.
Right, you're not a champion, right?
But guess what you do? Champion, like you can't.
But watch this. But yeah, that's true. But guess what? When I can go get a guy who's already won a championship,
it doesn't matter.
Tank. How can I lead you to a championship, Tank, and I ain't never been there?
That's true.
Tank, how can I come to you? Tank, how can I come to you as a player? You the player, I'm the coach, and I say, Tank, if you do this, what I'm showing you, the X's and all that, if you do all this, Tank, we gonna win some shit. And I ain't never won shit. I've been in the playoffs 7 years. I've been to the playoffs. I've been to the playoffs 7 years.
That's a little different. That's a little different.
Tank, I got 7 years of playoff failure. Why would you believe in me?
Why not? But see, here's hold on, Demond. Y'all keep saying
no. Because my point is this. This is my point.
I know your point, Demond.
This is my point. My point is this.
I know your point. Trust me.
The Atlanta Hawks, when it comes to players, when it comes to executives, never go after the top guys. Never go after the guys that won. We always the ones experimenting.
Are you talking about like executives, or are you talking about players?
Executives and players. Who last player we went after that you was like, oh, we finna win a championship?
Now I can agree with you when it comes to executives, but players, no, that's a different story.
Let me say this: y'all keep everything works like a sewing machine. You got to have the right pieces at the right time, right? Just this period. You got to have the right players, the right draft picks, the ability to do stuff, and to build a team. So what the Hawks been doing for me, especially the last couple of years, just to keep throwing shit at the wall, try to make it think. Try to make it stick. See, I don't believe in this whole superstar BS. Build a team that fit well together, like Uns is doing right now. New York, they fit well together, right?
They got stars.
They got stars.
Whoever may
they don't got stars.
They got stars over there.
Wemby for San Antonio is not a star.
Oh, and they got closers. They got closers and stars over there.
Yeah, and your closers usually stars.
At the end of the day, true. You can be star, whatever. That's why Cleveland up out of here now. Them stars didn't fit well together. So you can keep talking about stars or whatever. You have to fit well together. You got to have that, and that's what you see in New York because they gritty. They play defense.
But you got to have a star, though.
They got two stars.
You got to have at least two. You got to have at least two.
OG almost playing like a third star.
Listen, OG a champion.
Again, the problem is, y'all,
that's a fact.
What defines a star? It's based off opinion, right? It's going to be some guy that's going to perform
your accolades.
Your production, your accolades.
I think we can agree. I think we can agree if you're an all NBA player, you're a star player.
Yeah. I don't believe in that star stuff.
Yeah, hey, can we say different at the same time that you have to have a team that's well put together, but you also need a player on that team that can carry
players that's our stars.
No, you need
to.
What's more important, Darian? What's more important in team building? The front office putting the players together, or the players? What's more important?
The front office.
The players.
I think it's the front office.
The front office.
Can I give you an example why?
Because the front office gets the players.
Can I give you an example though? Can I give you an example why? Michael Jordan. The same front office that he won 6 rings with when he left, they couldn't build even a playoff team.
But that front office chose Michael Jordan.
Hold on. I don't think Jerry Krause missed the playoffs.
No, when Michael Jordan left,
Jerry Krause built the Bulls.
No, remember because they went and got was it Tim Crouch? They forced Phil out. That's why Mike retired.
Austin,
and he never made the playoffs.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they did. They did.
Still chose Michael Jordan. They still
brought Michael Jordan front office to
build the team. When did Jerry Krause leave? When did Jerry Krause leave? Hold up, let me look that up.
Darian, what I'm saying is sometimes you could have that one-star player that could take plays that nobody else could take and take them to the finals.
That's
LeBron did it.
But we'll be doing it now. We'll be doing it now.
Have a front office that chooses that player, that brings that player to the team.
Because that play. What I'm saying is that
same front office then identifies Scottie Pippen. That same front office then identified Horace Grant.
A blind dog can find a bag. Can find a bone. A blind dog can find a bone, though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's a lot of bones to find.
But no. Look, guys.
Because if you got that player that elevates that talent, like, look at Channing Frye with LeBron.
Have to go get that player, though.
Let me say this. At the end of the day, it's about the players playing at a certain level to get. You got to have a guy that can put the ball in the basket. You got to have that guy who can get the ball to and put the ball in the basket. Y'all want to classify a star, that's fine. But at the end of the day, it ain't the coaching, it ain't the GMs, it ain't the front office. It's them dudes on the floor putting the work on the floor.
But how do the dudes on the floor get to the team?
If you, again, I don't give a damn who you pick. It's a crapshoot, right?
But you still got to pick them.
It don't matter. Guess what? If you're going to pick number 3, you're going to get a good guy. You're going to pick number 1. You're going to get
not the Hawks. We picked number 2. We done picked number 2. We done picked number 1, and they're all the same.
Is that
because we had a number 1 pick, and we're still where we are.
We're the only organization. We done picked the number 1 and number 2 overall pick, and they both jagged.
We also picked number 5, and we traded that guy.
The draft is a crapshoot.
Right. Hey, we the only organization. Hey, we the only organization. We done drafted 2 Hall of Famers, never played for us.
Hey, but
look, it's important for the front office to identify a player. Go get that player. Like, what are we talking about?
Isn't it crazy when you think about it? Like, we really drafted Paul Gasol. Isn't that crazy?
Nobody.
Isn't that crazy? Hey, you know what's crazy? Isn't it crazy we drafted Luka Doncic? That's crazy, huh?
That's the only one, though. Luka is the only one.
Paul Gasol, he's a champion. He a Hall of Famer.
Because where he playing?
He was headed.
He good, but he wasn't talking about until he got with Kobe.
No, he was putting up numbers with Memphis. He was taking them to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's why people got mad. That's why people got mad when the Lakers got Paul Gasol from Memphis for nothing, for free. Yeah, they got.
He ended up being.
He was doing good on the bad team. He was on not bad. I won't say bad team, but he was. And the first one getting bounced out.
Nobody wanted to come there to play with him, but he was still doing his job.
I agree.
Nobody wanted because Memphis was a bad organization.
In all of those years, he still would have been the best player on the Hawks.
But he's not a franchise type player though.
No. Guys, at the end of the day, you have to have the right team to y'all think any one of these great players can go at any team and do what they do. No, it ain't like that. Paul Gasol was in the right situation with the right people around him.
LeBron could.
LeBron could do it.
Yeah.
Kareem.
It's not many.
Kareem won on every team he went to. He won.
Shaq went to the final with every team.
I'm up here all the time. And y'all tell me all the time or whatever about how bad Atlanta's series.
Hey, but AJ will be a star for the Wizards.
Okay,
he will lead them to a championship with a Trae Young and AD.
Listen.
Trae Young,
number 1, number 2 draft pick. Those are number 2 to number 3, top 5 draft pick on that starting 5.
And you know what's crazy? When Foot was talking, you know what I was thinking? I was like, the Hawks been doing exactly what you've been saying since they've been in Atlanta, Foot.
So let me say this for
you. Telling me the Atlanta Hawks is
the only organization? That's called purgatory.
You telling me the Atlanta Hawks is the only organization outside probably the Kings to where we can't never get our ducks in a row ever?
So let me say that.
You can't even say the Kings because Shaq and Kobe got in the Kings win.
They got to the conference final. That's right. Yep.
Let me say this, fellas. But y'all was talking about this early, so I was trying to get in. I'm taking more. DeMar, you talking about can't do? I'm taking more.
Won't go top 10. Foot.
I'm taking more.
I'm trying to tell DeMar, man. DeMar don't want to listen, man.
I don't care if they take more. I don't care who they take because I'm watching the games regardless. I'm just telling you.
Why do you want them?
I'm just telling you. I don't see. I don't see more as a top 10 talent compared to all the other players that's available in the top 10. But if they took them, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, but I know this though.
You gonna be mad though. You ain't gonna be mad.
I ain't never mad at a pick. I ain't never mad at the draft. I ain't mad. I'm gonna be mad over some.
You ain't gonna be wait. You're not gonna be happy. You're not gonna. I'll say you ain't gonna be happy. You ain't gonna
because Tank. Here's the thing with me, Tank.
You're not gonna be excited.
I'm gonna be excited because I'm a results guy. I want to see what he do. I want to see what he do. But I'm gonna tell you like this though. I'm gonna tell you like this, Tank. I'm gonna tell you like this. If they draft a kid and his ass sorry, I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear, well, he only played 3 years in college, Demond. He got to get used to the pack. I don't want to hear it.
Hold on. You gave Zach grace. Why you can't give him grace?
I don't give Zach no grace, man.
I gave Zach grace. He was playing like trash.
Let me tell you something, Tank. Follow me on X, Tank. Follow me on Twitter, because I trade Zach every day. What we talking about here?
Y'all was like, oh, give Zach time. Oh, he can still do it. Oh, he didn't get any minutes. Oh, he's not playing.
No, what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying, no, Tank. What I'm saying is this. If you're gonna draft a dude first overall, you are invested in this guy. You need to put 100% assets and resources behind him, because the organization is invested in the guy. But here's another thing I also tell people. We the same ones who sat there and said there's no franchise game changers in the draft. We the same ones that heard Trae Young say that draft was role players.
Yeah, but
so why do you look at a draft?
That's why Landry
and just because he picked number 1, you think he finna do? Had 99% of Hawk fans didn't know who the hell Zachary Richardson was. Let's keep it a buck. But we all knew. We've known for 2 years. I've known for 2 years who Darren Peterson was, because I started following him senior in high school, right?
But we all know that.
But here's the thing with me. Like I said, on Twitter, I trade Zach every day on Twitter. I'll trade anybody on this team. You know why? Because I was down 60 in the playoffs at home. Nobody's safe. Nobody, Tank. Coach, trade him. Zach, trade. When people come to me about Zach, they be like, he suck. You know what I tell them, Tank, on Twitter? Trade him. I don't care. Trade him. Like, I don't know why people think I'm finna say, no, don't trade them, because I'll trade anybody. I'm on Twitter. I've been on Twitter for a month saying trade Nickeil Alexander-Walker. His value will never be this high ever again. Trade him. You know what all fans tell me?
I agree with you on that.
Gotta keep him. For what? You ain't winning nothing.
I agree with you on that.
If I can get another first-round pick in this draft, get him out. We over here getting hyped, bro. Tank, the man won MIP. Tank. How you win an MIP? You've been in the league 10 years. You should have been an MIP.
Don't do that.
Am I lying?
No, don't do that.
Not coming on.
Am I lying? One thing people never say, they don't say I'm lying. They know I'm for real. They know I'm for real. They know I ain't lying.
Rashad say he'd be an all-star. That's too different.
Yeah, he got more of an opportunity. That's all it was.
Check this out, though. I do believe if Quinn gets an extension, I don't want Mar, but he's gonna be the number 8 pick.
If he is. Hey, like
no, but like, and we're gonna just see what. And truthfully, if Quinn gets an extension,
Quinn gonna turn into a monster though.
I don't know about that, but if Quinn, he said he gonna turn Kobe into a monster.
I don't know. He did it with Rudy. I don't know.
Quinn need to win. I don't care about all that nonsense. Quinn need to win playoff games. That's what he needs to do.
He can develop
playoff games.
He can develop players. That's all.
But that's what I want to say.
But he can't win playoff games
because he don't have a superstar. That's why.
Do you trust Quinn?
That's why.
With another guard for 4 years.
I don't. I don't.
So it's like if he gets an extension, we'll go ahead and and fill the need.
What? When
give Quinn his superstar, then he win.
Onsi and Quinn to get fired together. Then I guess.
Give Quinn his superstar, man.
Hey, I don't care. Hey, until we fire Quinn, we ain't moving one bit toward getting to a championship, guys. He is the poison. He is the bad. He is the problem to the Atlanta Hawks right now.
It's on Onsi
and simple.
That's his
Quinn
job.
been here 3 years, man.
I'm gonna talk y'all. Y'all peace out on y'all guys, man. Y'all have a good one, man.
Onsi got to give him a superstar, man. That's his job
too.
All right, man. Hey, I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. I gotta meet up with my boy Pong, man. I'm gonna catch up with y'all. Salute to everybody who tapped in, man. We appreciate the support. We'll be back here. What's today? Thursday. I might be back up here tomorrow. See what's going on. You feel me? But I'm gonna catch up with y'all, man. Salute to everybody who tapped in. Tank up here line again, but y'all know how I go and whatnot. Salute my boy Tank tapping in, though, man. Defending Quinn. You need to put that on the, instead of Tank, put defend Quinn.
I gotta defend him, man.
Defend Quinn. When you add that southern draw, that kind of rhyme. Defend queen. That kind of rhyme. I'ma holler at y'all, man. Y'all stay up, man. It's your boy, the mom, man.